Oh, I called it, baby. I called it. I swear to God, Yodit is Velez, is Max's training partner. They picked the same Civ, except this time it worked because they got Vikings against Aztecs.
Mm-hmm. So what's so good again? I know the answer, but chat probably doesn't. What's so good, Vikings against Aztecs?
Did you just call chat out? They've been so supportive, man.
I'm sure there's someone in chat who knows the answer.
Well, to be honest, I'm still pretty torn on it, right? So, first off, the economy for Vikings is one of the best things about them. And in the mid-game, they can be very competitive. But I think if, against most Archer civilizations, Aztecs would have the Skirmishers, or they'd have the Eagles that could work well. But here, if Vikings get to the point where they have Elite Berserk, it's where Aztecs can really struggle. We have Yodit here in the south, who is the Vikings, and then we have Aztecs in the north. Now, I have mentioned in Hera's showcase video, and many of you guys have probably picked up on it over the last 6 months. Hera plays meta, he plays clean, but he's extremely good with meta. There's a reason that if Aztecs is available, a player like Hera is going to pick it, or whatever he thinks is the best, because he will best someone if it's a mirror matchup with the same Civ.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at Yodit's map, or Yodit.
Yodit.
Look at the princess's map.
Yeah.
If they get the walls out quick enough to those tree lines, they could have a super safe Vikings eco. And the eagle is near the boars. He's going for it.
MBL confirmed.
Yep.
MBL's the one player who I thought would be so easy to guess. I have had such a hard time placing him. There's been a few players that could be him. Yodit is looking for the pig and sees the pig. Now the play here is to try and block the eagle. This is on the new patch. It's possible to block the boar. It can be more difficult to block the eagle. Let's see if Yodit knows. Blocking the pig. Oh, Katjan is sitting there.
The princess. Now Katjan's just standing still. He knows what's going on.
Dude.
And this isn't even a loss for Katjan. This is a lot of micro-intensive focus for the princess, but like for Katjan,
dude, is this
every second they delay this boar is worse for the princess.
That is some incredible control from Katjan, I have to say. And he brings the lane, he brings the pig in. Very little hesitation there. MBL confirms. Now he can
just hop in the TC.
Yeah. MBL confirms.
He wants to heal up, take another scout fight. He can just hop in the TC. That's one of the advantages of having the Mesoamerican civs.
Yeah.
Aztecs or Mayans, or a South American civ, Inca.
Yeah.
Do you see what I did there? Because chat hates it when they say Incas.
No, it's not what it is. It's 99% of people understand what we mean, and then 1% are extremely loud about the fact that we get it wrong. Well, I mean, I think it's that, man. You start with the extra gold. Like, Aztecs get off to such a strong start. Can steal, make more militia.
So you were talking about Princess Yodit being potentially a training partner to Joan.
Yes.
Now, what happened to Joan on the Arabia where he picked Vikings? He was down one boar.
That's
Princess
true.
Yodit is in an extremely similar situation where they're down one boar. And what do you do when you're down in that situation? Usually, a lot of people would think you'd go for maybe the deer or go up quicker to do early pressure, but what you want to do is stay in Dark Age a bit longer.
Yeah.
Wall up, and then go for a drush.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, the barracks is coming out. That's so funny to me that in the first game of the previous set, who we think was Max, shot his own boar, and now Yodit lost a boar. I bet you the Finns didn't account for that. That's funny. Well, I have to stop and address this. Matt Salsa donated $500. He said, I will gift 1,000 subs if we see Jaguar Warriors this game. Okay, Dave, do you want to see Jags? I kind of want to see Jags. I could get you a brand new chair.
It's on you, Blue. It's on you, Blue.
Let's go, Katjan. Let's go,
Katjan. It's on you.
What if he makes one? I guess one, it's plural. It says Jaguar Warriors. Yeah. What if he just makes one to kill a ram or something?
That's true. Does one count? Do we get 500 subs for one?
Yeah, that's
How
true.
many subs per Jag are we talking about?
We need a breakdown, Matt. Let us know, please. It's just like, he's such a freaking troll, man. He's Mr. Moneybags, but he does it in such fun ways. Thank you, I guess. He says 500 subs for one. What?
1.
Listen to me complaining. All right, that works.
Look at me. Look at the. Can we just look at the top of Kachin's base? The wall on the left side. That house is really securing that area.
Oh yeah, perfect house.
I don't know what he was. Maybe he thought
He
it
thought
might
it was
be
a
a hole.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He probably had a villa out there and needed a house. It looks like... Okay, so what's interesting about Katjan's decision is he's only making 3 militia because he knows the norm for Vikings is to add 3 militia. And he also knows that Yodit is 110% going Drush Fast Castle. So instead of trying
There's no
to
other
pressure...
player.
Yeah, instead of trying to pressure, he's just playing defensive. So do you like that or do you hate that? Because you could argue that the Aztecs player could punish the fact that the opponent won't be in Feudal Age by going forward.
Well, the only way to really punish it, I think, is to come forward with some villagers and support your either men-at-arms or Drush with some towers. But, like, you know you have the extra boar. You already have the eco advantage. So why not capitalize on the advantage that you already have?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of pro players would do what I said is a possibility. I think the best pro players will realize that they should capitalize and they will likely have a better castle time and start from there. It's not about taking a small advantage and trying to finish off the game. It's taking a bunch of small advantages throughout a series and throughout a game. That's what Kachan has gone for. And look at the walls from Yodit. That is some crazy, crazy walling.
Yeah, and some crazy walling from Kachan as well. I really like how he walled in the stone, though, because that was the one weakness with his resources.
Yeah.
He has those 2 golds out there and the stone.
Yep.
So I really, really like how he went out and included that. And he's got that, like, OP woodline on the left side of his base, too.
You want to know what's interesting? You know I'm a huge Arabia fan, and I am still an Arabia fan. But in the competitive tournaments where there's just one Arabia game, especially Hidden Cup, Arabia is actually one of the least aggressive early maps at times. Like, if there's Aztecs Vikings, it's always going to be this. It's funny.
I think Hidden Cup is a bit different, too, because the first game, a lot of it, I feel like, is spent feeling out your opponent and seeing how good they are, who they are. When you know who your opponent is, in other sets, you can come in with an expectation, right?
Yeah.
But in Hidden Cup, the first game, you got to play safe.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to play safe because you could be against Viper.
Yeah, that's a good point. Get a feel for who you might be up against. Well, the repair comes in for Yodit. Khan will be fine with this as long as he keeps his eagle alive, I'm sure. Yeah, it's actually incredible micro. Oh my god.
That's an amazing fight. Yeah. Oh my, dude, that's a disgustingly good fight.
Yeah, I think Yodit just didn't want his scout anywhere near that.
And that eagle was weak going into that fight, too.
Yeah. Telling you, man. Kachan Khan is a nerd. I felt like it was Hera. And if going into Hidden Cup 3, I would say Hera is clearly top 5. Arguably
Probably
top 2, but you'd...
Second.
Yeah, you'd kind of be a fool to say that he's not top 2. So, it's someone to look for more than even some of the other names we've seen over the years. Which really says a lot, too, because Hidden Cup 1, we were thinking, well, if he faces Vivi, he's dead. And he did face Vivi, but that was just a year ago, and so he's really climbed up.
So Blacksmith range, similar situation to the last set with the Vikings player, although the difference here is that Yodit actually has 200 stone in the bank.
Ooh.
Wasn't forced to drop a tower, so we can see the Viking boom come out now.
Yeah, and also Vikings have the free wheelbarrow here, so I think you're seeing the difference between having 3 boars and having 1, but the castle time still comes in. And it will be a play into archers for both. 2 ranges, though, for Kachan. So it looks like he's committing more to the offensive front, which I think is the play, considering the fact that he has those exposed golds. Maybe Yodit, who will then get free wheelbarrow in the... Or, sorry, free handcart in Castle Age. Maybe he'll be more passive and defensive with a boom.
Yeah, I think you got to go double range with Aztec, get that pressure down, because you're just so afraid of the Vikings economy, right? Yeah. Like, make him react to you somehow. Maybe you can bust it on the right-hand side. That wall looks pretty exposed there. There's a gold over in that direction.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's actually double layer walled at top, which is really nice from Red.
Yeah, what's good about that is now he only needs to worry about one side. What's bad for him is Kachan hid the ranges. Oh, hold on. He's going to go check it out. Yeah, he's going to go check... Oh, no, he's not. Never mind. Yeah, he hid the ranges, so Kachan is committing to more units than I think Yodit was expecting. This could be incredibly dangerous. Yodit, he probably wants to town center the gold, but he was not expecting such a fast time for Katian.
It's really awkward to wall behind this area too, because it's such a long distance.
Yep.
And if you get too close to that wall, these archers can hit you.
Yeah.
Especially once fletching is in. It's coming in right now.
Oh, man.
Crossbow's in. It's going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, Yodit hasn't lost a Vil or an archer
He's waiting
yet.
till he gets to Castle Age maybe to drop a Siege Workshop.
Yeah, now
there.
run back. Now run back. Just buy time, run back, get your upgrades, and then TC, I think.
Okay.
I think TC. That was really well played.
Yep.
Huh.
He was remarkably calm in that situation. If that had been happening to me, I would have been freaking out.
Yeah,
Because
man.
if that wall goes down, you're in a really bad spot.
Now, you know what's notable about what we've seen here for Katian? He's gone for the second TC immediately, and he did not get Bodkin. So it's crossbow and Bodkin for Yodit.
Well, he doesn't really need it in this situation, right? Until
Yeah.
you're engaging
True.
with the enemy. Right now, all you're doing is attacking walls.
But look at Yodit.
So getting Bodkin,
Oh, he can't
you'd
leave.
much rather get like Bowsaw and get a few extra villagers out.
Yeah, he did not get Bowsaw yet. And now when he runs in, he'll run into Town Center Fire. And now there's a Siege Workshop for Yodit. So I don't think Khan will be comfortable running in because he's like, well, wait a second. My opponent has archers, surely. Where are they? They've got to be coming to my base.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with this. Okay, he's deleting the Siege Workshop. Nice.
Oh,
Go for another TC. You're pretty secure right here.
very clean play from Yodit. Unorthodox Civ pick. Vikings have not had a great win rate in this
And
tournament.
he's onto the woodline now from Kachin.
Oh, that was
He could actually pick a few villagers.
That's the hill. And amazing reaction time
amazing
from
reaction
Katian.
times. Yeah, and the angles for pulling the villagers away were perfect too. There was no way that Yodit was getting any hits on those.
Does have a woodline on the right now, Dave. But I love how Yodit is starting to slowly control the pace of the game a little bit. He knows he only had 6 crossbows. He knows that Katian has to come deal with that. He knows that Katian probably committed to 2 ranges. So instead of staying here and losing his numbers, he's going to run away. Really smart thinking.
I'd almost like to see Kotyan mix up where he's attacking a Yodit's base now. Maybe that double layer palisade on the left side, because then you're attacking down a hill.
Yeah, true.
You know you can't go in the other side now.
Oh, man. Katian assumes that the crossbows are running
they're
back to
coming
the
back.
base.
The weak villagers too on the woodline.
Oh, that's going to be so frustrating. See, Yodit is really, really careful about this, too. He's really scared. Like, what? How is there no army here? There's no army? What? And he's going to the woodline.
Yep.
But nay.
Surprise. Boom. 1 Vil down.
Hello.
Oh, that's tilting, dude. I would be so frustrated. You have way more army, and then he sneaks in, snipes a Vil, and leaves, and now you have to decide on sending the whole army back again.
He's doing it. Like, these crossbows are being so annoying. It's only 6 of them.
Yeah, and it's 49 villagers versus 48, but you have Viking economy with a handcart, so the economy is actually better currently for the Viking player.
3 TCs. Yeah, it's looking super strong. I mean, the Aztec player, only 2 TCs right now.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that can be a play. If you feel like your economy is struggling, you can go 2 TCs with a faster imp, but I
He's
don't know
going
about
for
that.
just forward. He knows he has the control. He's going forward, and he's going to try and trap these crossbows now. He's got 2 groups, one on either side. But the other crossbows are also knocking at the door
Yeah.
at the other side of his base.
Yep, so Katian cleans this up. Quick work. But now these Man, Katian has got to be so annoyed because small groups of crossbows are raiding him. Yeah, I would go... okay, so Yodit has to decide. If he goes in, that army's dead. And then he'll be way behind in numbers. Yeah, he's just threatening to go in. And now
Yep.
he's running back. Oh, that's so
And look
smart.
what he's doing at his own base too. He's adding a siege workshop because he knows as soon as these guys are done,
Yeah.
this army, that big ball of crossbows is going to come to his base
Yep.
and start threatening him. So if he can have maybe some mangonels or scorpions out by the time they get there,
Yeah.
he'll be perfectly fine.
Keep in mind, Aztecs are quite good without handcart. Or not handcart, wheelbarrow. And are you freaking kidding me? Now he's getting it, but
University now.
he didn't have it for a while.
Kochian dropping a university.
Makes sense, right? You have more crossbows, and I know Katian's a micro nerd, so I think that even against Mangonels, he could be okay. He will mop this up, but he's taking some losses in the process, so I think Yodit will be happy with the value there anyways. I wonder when you go to stone, if you're Yodit. Maybe start to trickle a few to stone right now.
Where do you push out from this base that you have? That's another question.
Sorry, for
which direction?
which player?
From Yodit. Because look at the middle, it's all choke points, all down there. You don't want to make a castle beyond that wood line there, because you'll be feeding all of your units in through.
I think if you pick Vikings, you're 100% thinking post-Imperial army compositions. Meaning castle on the hill to the left, castle on the hill further to the left, castle on the hill to the right, and just full Arbalest Ram Berserk. So I think it's less about pushing right now than trading. And oh, see, this is what Kachan might do. Kachan might actually fight this. He didn't get ballistics yet. See, this is the danger against a player like Kachan. Yeah, that was a quick realization that he needed to back up. 2 Mangonels.
Some cute little micro there.
Yeah, they're both going to imp soon. And it's just that the economy has been running more efficiently with more numbers for Yodit. I'm impressed with Kachan because he has gone through a lot. the woodline rating was tilting me, so his ability to hold and still have a faster Imperial time is extremely impressive.
Market coming down now from Princess Yeet. Gonna balance the eco a little bit and then go up.
Oh, and the micro from Kachan, that's so good! Oh, and the town center even killed 1 crossbow. Dave, I think that gold mining upgrade is actually huge for Yodit. The fact that he didn't have that meant he needed to use the market to balance the eco a bit.
Yeah, it was about 200 off, so that would be the difference right there.
What are the odds that Kachan deletes his Mangonel firing uphill? I'd say pretty damn good. Or he just gets on the hill. Okay, never mind. Don't have to explain that just yet.
Yeah, just get on the hill. Easy. And he's going for the infantry armor right away.
Eagles, okay.
Yodit, so no Princess Yodit.
Oh, Yodit, sorry.
Yep.
It's not like it's on my screen or anything. Well,
this is going to be annoying too, because this army is just a throwaway.
Yeah.
For Yodit. And it's going to be so annoying if he gets into that wood line too. Look, he's going to have to idle all those villagers.
Yep.
This is the time when you want your vills working. Market wall again.
Yeah, nice little, that's a blacksmith wall, actually. Built a blacksmith because it fit perfectly there, and he's going to clean that up, Dave. Now, I think that going straight into Berserk is not a bad play with Vikings. I mentioned it in Dark Age. However...
Well, we might get 1,000 subs if he goes straight into Berserk, because
the
counter to that is Jags.
Jaguar Warriors! Forgot about that.
I think it's a good idea.
Well, I'm not going to hold my breath yet on that. I still think it's extremely rare, but... I don't like Yodit's first castle. I think his first castle should have been where his second one is, and then the other one should have been more to the left. But what I want to say is it makes sense to go Berserks if your opponent's going Eagles. It can be a bad play against Arbalest, which is first what Kachan is going to do. So
yeah, but what do you follow up the Berserk with? Because Berserks still soak damage pretty good. Obviously, they auto-regenerate health, too, so if they're wounded, you can pull them back a little bit.
One thing.
Skirmisher Berserk is good against Arbalest, though.
I guess it might not matter too much, because there's houses and palisades, but to the right of that blacksmith, there is a hole. Yodit, or Yodit, or Yeet sent villagers out of there earlier, so something to keep in mind.
Remember, Elite Berserk upgrade, incredibly expensive.
Yep.
Was it 1,600 food or something? 1,200 food? 800 gold?
At least you don't need to get chieftains here, because chieftains you would normally get if you're up against a civ that would be going for cav.
Yeah.
So that's
all Berserker
nice.
gang now.
Yeah.
It's 1,300 food, 550 gold. Very expensive upgrade.
I wonder what the relic counts are going to end up being like, because Aztecs get 33% more gold per relic. Dave, there's a castle on the hill. And as of now, Khan has seen a castle. I like how Yodit wasn't garrisoning the Berserks.
Yep, he's hiding them.
Yeah, but will he go Jags?
He's getting the infantry armor upgrade. Man, I'm so excited for Jags. Tristan's like rubbing his hands. Yes.
The Matt's financial advisor is watching, and he's probably like, "Come on, really?"
Well, he's getting Elite Eagle now. He's got that queued up.
Wait, he's getting Elite
Berserk
Eagle?
Berserk is coming in.
Why?
Now for Yoda. So maybe it's like, man, 5D chess from Yoda. He knew the Switch was coming.
Yeah, he thought Eagles would come. And
But-
now,
oh,
Man-at-Arms, dude! You have Jaguar Warriors, you fool! Damn it. It's alright, it's fine. Man-at-Arms is probably the play. I think you have the barracks, you can go champions with the extra attack, and oh, the Berserks are in! The Berserks are in!
They're Elite Berserks too.
What? Dave, how many times has Yodit got a small number of military units
So
into
annoying.
Khan's base?
Just so annoying. If you kept saying it earlier, if I was Khan, I would be so tilted right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, this is
I played this perfectly. This should not be happening to me.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, so many villagers slaughtered. Garland War's on the way. Now that's the unique oh, there were Berserks on the front too! Slaughtering villagers. 30 Vil lead. But
Elite
yeah,
Berserk is no joke, dude. That is a strong unit.
I just hear MBL right now. I remember we saw Doubt beat Aztecs with Vikings in the qualifier. And this could be a player like Doubt, by the way. It has a lot of Doubt qualities. And I remember MBL saying how bad Vikings was. And this could very well be MBL playing as Katian Khan. This could be someone like Hera. I think it's a big name. They seem to be very quick, whoever they are, and the Berserks are just showing the power of the Vikings. This is
Yeah,
incredible.
and Berserk's beat Champion too, so... I'm not sure about with Garland Wars. It might be it's probably an even fight with Garland Wars.
This game just feels over right now. Look at the Berserks just overrunning. And they're
and
so
he's gaining
quick.
map control.
Yeah.
Castle on that neutral gold. We got
Wow.
another castle on the other neutral gold.
What? Is this... Instead of talking Max against Max earlier, was it Tato? And then is this
I
Doubt
thought
now?
Yodit yesterday. I thought Yodit was Tato. I have it on my little list.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it might be.
For me, when talking about Yodit and Joan, it was obvious they were training partners, but I wasn't sure if it was Max and Velez or if it was Tato and Doubt. Let's see, man. There's a lot of Arbalest out there, but what's incredible is how many hills that Yodit has locked down. He has 4 castles spamming Berserks. This is incredible.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He's getting all that map control, and the thing that I love about this is he's not just tossing the Berserks away.
He's
a lot
running.
of players
Yeah.
would be running into the eco and thinking, okay, I can finish this now. I can
Yep.
finish this now. I can finish this now. No, he's gaining map control and keeping his army alive.
Yeah, and the scouting is almost... the Arbalests are almost useless here because you can't catch up. And the Berserks are going to run in again, and we have Trebs now being prepared for Yodit.
I keep going to this castle from Kotyan, and I'm like, when are you going to make a jag?
I know.
I keep clicking on it.
Oh.
I'm just waiting. He's got all the techs. He's getting Trebs. He's making two-handed. Like, a non-elite Jaguar warrior is better than a two-handed swordsman.
Yeah, but it's the production. You would need to be in Yodit's position where you had
that
4
line
castles.
of Berserks. The line of dead Berserks on the right side. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but look at the line of dead bodies in front of the castle for Katian.
Treb's gonna go down.
The monastery's there with the relics too. There's villagers dying everywhere. It's 180 population, fully upgraded Berserks, and just 140 population for Katian, who was allowed to pick Vikings. It wasn't globally banned. It was the expected pick for a lot of the players who like to play the strongest meta. I don't think Katian Khan was ever expecting Vikings to work against this.
Yep, and I bet there's going to be another castle coming on the right. Oh, there it is on the right-hand side.
This
castle
is a sick player, man.
on the hill. Just the awareness.
This
and
is
the
a sick
map
player.
Control here.
Yeah, like honestly, guys, as much as 1,000 subs would be great. Not gonna lie, that'd be fantastic. I like salmon, but it wouldn't be the play. You can get more champions out than you could get Jags. So I am gonna have a talk with Katian Khan after the tournament. I'll send him a message and say, "Come on, you should have thought ahead." But nah, it would still mean that he would struggle. And yes, you have extra attack. He doesn't even have +8 yet, Dave. And there's castles all over the map for Yodit. This is crazy.
Katian had enough to drop a castle. Oh, he's making one in his base. Okay, well, that's super safe.
And the GG's called.
Yeah.
Wow, the Viking Death Ball did it in game 1. And the beauty of that is if Princess Yodit has a really strong strategy with Aztecs, he could still use Aztecs in the future games. Now, I don't think there's many maps but Arabia where players would opt to pick Aztecs. But I also felt like, yeah, maybe Vikings wouldn't be the Arabia pick, and it was. Can we just talk about the expansion from Yodit? It felt very doubt-like with all the outposts. He built outposts instead of scouting. He has a castle on the right, 2 castles on this hill, a castle here, a castle here. It's crazy.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if Doubt was under the princess account?
Doubt
I
as the
never
princess.
let him live that down, dude.
Yeah, Doubt as the princess.
So like, hey, princess.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, I don't know. Whoever it was, they had a strong strategy. Let's go to the achievements. Whew. All right, man. I'm curious about the resources. The Viking boom is insane. I think the most impressive thing in that game, yeah, the castles were cool, the boom was good. That's all standard, though, was the crossbow in the Castle Age from Yodit. He made a third of the crossbows, and he did more with them. After losing the boar. More food, wood, stone, and gold collected. 89% of that map was explored. Despite Katyan being faster to Feudal, Castle, and the Imperial Age, Vikings still got the win. And guys, we now move on to game number 2. What a way to start it off, because I think going into this, I would have said maybe Katyan 3-1, Katyan 3-2. Game number 2 will now be on one of the home maps for Yodit. Now, in the round of 16, we saw Yodit pick Cup as a home map, and Yodit picked Cup and had an excellent strategy with Celts, just like Joe in the Main did in the previous best of 5. Katyan, he has no clue what happened in the previous round for his opponent, because it's hidden Cup. So he actually picked Cup as one of his home maps, Dave. And let's do it. Let's hop into game 2. This is going to be a long day,
Yodit must be
man.
laughing right now.
Yeah.
Just like, you're going to pick Cup versus me? Okay.
Yeah, and he's gone with Celts. I'm telling you, Yodit and Maid were practice partners. I just don't know which partners.
You know what? If this plays out like the Cup earlier today,
we are God,
blessed, because that was the game of the tournament so far, and it might be the game of the tournament by the end. But like, holy, this Civ matchup was so dynamic earlier.
You know what's fascinating? We've seen a few people say Vikings for Cup, and MBL has been hugely outspoken about how he likes Vikings on Cup, and also a lot of the players that pick Vikings on Cup have aftermath qualities. For example, Katyan. I believe this still could be Hera. We looked at King Sancho in the previous best of 5. We think might have been Leary, picked Vikings. So the teams practicing together and communicating together and coming out with completely different strategies could be a huge reality here.
Matt, what unit do we need this game?
How about longboats? Longboats.
Dude. What unit?
Yeah, I just like to be
Kelp
clear.
Paladin.
Dave is selling out for me. He says Woad Raiders. Woad Raiders.
Okay. Well, we didn't see a single Woad last time in this matchup.
That's true. Woads suck against Berserks.
Yeah.
All right, Yoda, don't lose your scout HP to the town center position is fixed. All right, I hate it when that happens. Now, guys, this is interesting. We think that Princess Yodit could be Velez. And wow, look at that stat. 56% of the time he picks red. Huh, okay. You can see death to boars. You can see fought initial scout war and won. Fastest castle age time and a bunch of other statistics. You'll have to read super, super fast here. But the number at the top is where he stands. He is number 1 out of all the players in the tournament with deaths to boars. So he does not fail boar lures very frequently. He's kind of in the middle when it comes to some of these other stats. And he likes skirms, apparently. 37.5% of the time he goes for early skirms.
It suits his style, though.
Yeah.
Because he's not super aggressive. And he likes to get his eco up and rolling. And a lot of times, like we saw with last game, when you get those walls down and you're being pressured by crossbows, skirm is the answer, right?
Well, Dave, will we see the mill? That's the strat. Yoda did it in the round of 16.
Yep, there it is.
I guarantee you Katyan has never seen this strategy before. I highly doubt that they trained against opponents or teammates that have tried this. The meta is always to dock and fish. Now, what hurts Princess Yodit is that he lost scout HP, so he hasn't been able to scout to see the docks. So he'll need to find where that is. I think Katyan Khan, will he out of barracks? What's he going to do?
Can he see the shoreline? Like, can he scan for that dock? Yeah, he can scan at least.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna make him anyway. I think the strategy is to make militia
Yeah,
regardless.
but like, it's not about just making the militia though. It's about walling in the dock too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, true. Forgot about that.
So you have to know where it is. And is Kachin Khan gonna run into the? Okay, he's gonna see the villager coming forward. He's gonna see the mill and the barracks though. He's gonna be like, what?
He sees the Vil. He doesn't see the mill. He doesn't see the barracks. And now Princess Yodit sees the fishing ship. This is fascinating stuff. I think Kachin Khan is just still not really... He hasn't put 2 and 2 together here. He doesn't realize what's happening. Now he is... Dave, this is brilliant. He's going to send his scout back, and he's annoyed that Princess Yodit was attacking the fishing ship. But what he's not expecting is the Vil. He's also not expecting the militia.
The walls! The walls coming up against the dock again?
Yeah. Okay, so he instantly gets Loom, and he's sending one of his own Vils. Here come the Kelp militia. Okay, nice fighting. It's still better for Kachin. Having the scout could be huge, but having the militia could also be very important. Surprise, buddy! He never saw this strategy coming.
No, never.
Wow.
It's just, how do you respond to this, right? He's even sending that weak villager back out again.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. You got to send a replacement.
Wait a second. He tried to quick wall it. She could
She's
die.
Dead?
Is she though?
One more hit.
Doink! What?
No! It was 2 more hits.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right. That was
these
extremely
fish-
close.
What he did do with that palisade wall is he made somewhere that Red can't wall around the dock, so he can always delete it. But I think Red is gonna
wall around it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was trying to do the response that Sancho had earlier.
Yep.
Remember where he walled in his fish,
dude.
and now the dock is fully walled. Wall that corner though.
What's the food
Make sure you
income
wall
for
the corner.
Kachin right now? He doesn't have anything on food.
No, nothing. literally nothing. He's going up to the feudal age, and he's gonna have 198 food for the foreseeable future.
And he still has to deal with the drush. Now, what has happened previously is that Yodit will eventually go back on the water.
Is he going to attack this fishing ship with the villager? He could kill the fishing ship with a villager. I've never seen this before.
Wait, no, it's being microed. Can you drop off food through the corner there?
I think if you get it at the right angle, you can, but
Okay.
it's super difficult.
Well, a lot of quick walls from Kachin. Again, not expecting this. Beauty of Hidden Cup. Preparation.
So much wood going into that. So much wood, so much time, and Yodit.
I wonder if that scout can pick off the Vil, though, Dave. I think it can if Princess Yodit doesn't react immediately. Oh, it's going to be close.
No, the scout's going to win, I think. It's getting close. Okay,
Uh-oh, this is going to be annoying. Ah, beautiful micro from Kachin. Yeah, doink. Nice.
What a nerd. This
Yeah.
guy's a nerd.
Yeah, I'm seriously quick reactions. It's just the strategy
Is this a
itself.
trap? Is this a trap for these militia? If they go in there?
Nothing.
If they go into the gold?
So
I was
what
wondering why he made that house there.
you notice how Kachin, he doesn't really have anything going for him right now. He
Nope.
is not... Okay, now he's creating another Vil. Now he's making an archery range. But it took him so long to do anything from Feudal Age. And meanwhile, Yodit's been taking deer, he's been taking berries, he has farms.
And he's docking on the left, which is an excellent play.
Yeah. Wow.
Get that fishing eco, because Kachin won't expect it. He'll see the mill, he'll see the barracks,
Yeah.
and it won't even trigger that Yodit might have fish.
Guys,
somewhere.
What Joan the Maid and Princess Yodit has done for all of you slow people out there is give you hope. Okay? Because Joan the Maid won 3-2 against an absolute nerd in King Sancho in the first best of 5, alright? King Sancho was the faster player. And here, the score is 1-0 right now. Hold on, trap. There's no hope. Oh, there's hope. Okay, yeah. I mean,
There's always hope.
like, the point is, as that scout goes down for Kachin, which is huge, actually, because we might see forward villagers for Yodit. Slow speed means nothing if you have good strategy.
Yep. This strat, it's not just, like, amazing, it's entertaining as well.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
It's such a good strat. And when you're not prepared for it, mentally, or you don't have the experience...
Exactly.
It's so tough.
You know what I think probably happens with a lot of these training games is one person picks the expected pick, and then the other person picks the the other person picks like a strategy that could try and counter it, and then they play that out 10 different times in 10 different ways. All the quick balls needed here for Katyan. Can he get it? Oh my goodness, that was fast.
He got it, man. And there's 6 men-at-arms on the field. I love how both of these players that went for it knew that it's almost as if men-at-arm is part of the build. Like, they know that there's nothing
Always
to
doing
counter their militia early, and they're not going to get weakened, so...
You know what's the difference, though? When Joan did this, Joan built a tower behind the wood lines, and he's had all the time in the world here, Yodit, to send 4 villagers forward and tower that wood line. Did not do that, and the more I look at Katyan's position, if he's making archers, which he is, and he's going to get fletching, the man-at-arms they haven't accomplished much except keep Katyan at home.
He's getting more fishing ships out now, 2 for each player, and he's got that galley coming forward, but a dock from Yodit at the bottom of that pond. Does Katyan can't see that?
Katyan can't see it. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he can't see it, he just hasn't noticed it. I love, again, this is just like the previous game where there's 2 different groups and it's smaller numbers, less effective numbers, or what should be, and they're running all around and around and around, and Khan is always in one spot, doesn't know where to be.
Is he gonna go hit the fishing ships now? This was a very man, this game is playing out very similarly to the other one, because Sancho's archers were chasing the men-at-arms forever.
Yeah, it's
it
exactly
looks like
the
Yodit's
other game.
Trying to do that now, although Yodit shouldn't really engage here. I don't think.
Well, I think the
just
key
buy time
is maybe force them onto the water for a demo. No. Yeah, I agree. Buy more time. Don't fight.
Buy time, man.
Well, is he making
He's still
skirms?
got those 2 in the back.
He's making skirms, dude. He's fine. Maybe there's only so many armies he can control. That's it.
His fishing ships are idle. That's not good.
Oh,
annoying.
It's true. Yeah.
Annoying little thing on this map.
And Katyan docked the other side, has temporarily protected the other side, and has brought in a couple hundred food. So,
is he gonna pick a village? He kills a villager at the back of Khan's base.
Oh, with the man-at-arm. Wow, there's so many areas to look at right now. I mean, this Yodit and Joan have made Hidden Cup for me already. Like, obviously the viewership, everything else, how the finals go, but their strategies and how we can clearly see that their teammates is so cool.
The fishing ships are gonna die now too.
Yeah.
No fire galleys from Vikings, so it's really, really tough to counter this in the feudal age.
I still love Katyan's macro though, because he has 700 food and 200 gold. That's Vikings free wheelbarrow for you right there.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, it does suck for him that he has to bring his archers home, but if he adds a stable and makes a scout or 2, his archers will stay alive, and he could go crossbow bodkin. And remember, with Vikings, the strategy is about having control of water come the castle age for longboats. So I think, I'm looking at the resources for Princess, it's not looking good, and this is definitely possible for Katyan.
Yeah, he'll probably go up once wheelbarrow is complete, but I mean, Katyan's already going to be, he's probably going to be 70-80% of the way up to castle age by the time that happens. Men-at-arm hitting another villager, going out to wall. This buddy's weak.
Okay, let's see it. This could be the first big time with the quick wall. Katyan has nothing else to focus on. Katyan!
Hello?
Katyan?
What?
I think I had too high.
Somewhere else? Oh, he was busy at the other side trying to wall out this skirmisher army.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. I was like, why are you not paying attention to that? But
I was surprised because, again, I'm still feeling it. We're looking at a really fast player in Katyan. Scouts. Now, this is an MBL thing to do. Add a few scouts before, but it also makes perfect sense. Oh my goodness, do you see the demo there for Princess just waiting?
Yep.
Just waiting.
Sitting in reserve. Tato?
Tato confirmed. It could be. I got Doubt Tato vibes from the first game, but it like Max Velez, Tato, Doubt are also similar. So
scouts are gonna come in. Is there anything if blue is Hera, which we think it might be, he's gonna look at the HP of all these villagers as he walks past with the scouts.
True. And does he see a weak one?
He's gonna remember.
He sees it's a weak one.
Yeah. See.
Did we find him?
He picked out the one weak one over there.
Doink! Nice.
And now he's gonna run away, and he's gonna be looking constantly at all of these other villagers for a weak, like 1 or 2 hit villager.
Yeah. I mean, 2 scouts can definitely kill another vill. I don't see any weak vills on the lumber camps. There are archers here, but you know what's really good for Katyan as he... Oh, it's so close! No. What's really good is he has his archers on the left side. What could be really bad is if a demo comes over. Exactly. So, but you know, you also have a few knights that could come out, and you also have the potential to make longboats. And really good macro again from Yodit, a second TC already on the way. And Yodit was not prepared for the archers to come this direction. This is the first time Khan has realized there's been fishing ships out here.
Yeah,
and the gold,
pretty good against fishing ships.
The gold
too.
Position is really bad for Yodit.
Yeah, he's making a demo raft right now. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Ungarrisons it the wrong way.
Oh, microed it though. Dave, you know what the difference is between Yodit and Joan when they played this? Is the towers again. And I remember there was a point where King Sancho went for counterattack with archers, but because I keep wanting to say Max, because Joan was already on stone from the early towers, he could tower his golds and
He's
stay
gonna
safe.
have a demo from either side and the archers and skirms from the front.
Yeah. Nice
Okay,
micro from Kachan. He's really attentive to his army. And he has longboats on the right. So, wait, we said longboats, right? Oh, it was Woad Raiders.
It was Woads.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alright. It's fine.
One sub for longboats.
We've had plenty. Thank you, Yoshi. We've had plenty there. Nah, I would honestly, Matt makes me feel really uncomfortable sometimes. Let's just put it that way. So he's freeing up his dock, Dave. What do you think about that? That's pretty cool.
I mean, you might as well. You're not doing anything else with those longboats right now.
Oh man, 1-0 Princess Yodit. Went for the prepared strategy, and now has crossbows and skirms on this side. It's such a close game. Didn't expect the town center, apparently.
Yeah, we'll see if the boom level is the same as Joan, too. Because Joan at one point had, what, 7 TCs, I think?
Well,
6, 7 TCs?
It's really cool that the sets of games were one after the other, because now we're able to compare the same strategy. And I think the difference, again, is that Joan was forward, and he also built town centers in an area that denied resources for King Sancho. And look at the dodging from Kachan. Really active with the crossbows. Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Big shot. Yodit tried to split, but he split into the edge of the map there. Lost 4 units and a bunch of HP. I'm liking Khan's position a bit more right now.
Khan's got that whole side on lockdown now with 2 mangonels.
Yeah.
He can't be pestered from that side. The right side of the map is mostly walled. There's still a hole there.
Oh, there's no escape.
With that TC, it's fine.
There's no escape.
And he's stuck in a corner now. That attack round.
Boom! That was sick. Beautiful. Oh, Yodit. The Khan is looking good, man. He might have never seen the strategy before, but the fast archers really have done well for him. It's been the ranged units. Anything with range is what has kept him in this game, and I would say right now, you could argue he's a little bit ahead just because he has longboats on the right and crossbows, and also has the Viking economy.
And I think Yodit should maybe try and take the water on the left side just to prevent Kachan from getting that map control.
Yeah. It's hard to know what to do, isn't it? Because if you invest hundreds of wood into water, then you don't have the farms, and you really need the Celt Boom. We mentioned it. I do love the TC on the left gold, though. It's pretty well defended. I don't see him losing any resources. Loving the micro. Oh, and there was a shot there. I don't know how it didn't do more. But Kachan is active with his longboats. He's active with crossbows on both sides, and he's booming. Fun game, man.
Yeah, I like Kachan's position now way more. Because he had the Viking eco, earlier wheelbarrow, earlier handcart. He's got the military advantage now. He's got the map control advantage now.
Yeah.
He went from no advantages to all the advantages.
Yeah, definitely. He was a bit exposed in early feudal, but the man-at-arms didn't kill anything, and there was no map control taken. Yodit didn't take map control, and we have longboats against mangonels and crossbows.
This is a very interesting fight here. You don't see that very often at all.
Yeah, and I guess Kachan ends up backing up, but Kachan lost his crossbows to a mangonel. That hurts.
Oh man, they're all flattened in such an organized fashion too.
Yeah. That was
nice.
That was nice of Kachan to do that for the people with OCD. Wait, there's something to be said here. Something crossbows dead. Oh, only crossbows dead. Sorry. There was potential for a joke. I didn't think about that one. You know what I was trying to do. OCD, only crossbows dead. You know, it's...
Oh.
This is not good. I mean, speaking of OCD, look at the crossbows, man. The crossbows for Yodit now. How important have the longboats and the Mangonels been? No space to breathe for Yodit. And the longboats range that gold, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Look at the macro for Kachan. He's about to imp Dave.
Yep. He's in such a good position. And Vikings and early imp are very scary.
Yeah.
Very, very scary indeed. Because you can... If you have that massive crossbows or whatnot, you can easily transition to an arbalest. You get a castle down, start pushing. It's very
orderly crossbow deaths. Damn it, that would have been so good. It's all right. We'll save that for Hidden Cup 4. All right. Oh, nice micro from Yoda. He can't take any losses now, and any big engagements that Yoda can take favorably, he should go for. But he's really struggling. I don't think the game plan was ever to allow the Vikings player to imp faster with a better economy with longboats on both sides.
I don't think the plan was ever to fight longboats with Mangonels.
No.
I don't think that's ever anyone's plan ever.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. The barracks, this isn't that important, but the barracks has now been cleaned up and the mill in the center. And what do you think Katyan goes for here, Dave, in the Imperial Age?
It's tough, right? Because I would think Arbalest, but he doesn't have the crossbow numbers. So I'm thinking he's just gonna drop a castle down and then try and take water control.
Look at this. The Mangonel is actually doing really well over here, but the micro from Kachan. Yeah, I'm with you. I think you just build a castle in the center because you can. Get all your upgrades for range, like bracer and chemistry. Elite longboat wouldn't hurt. Wait, hold on. This castle's gonna go up, right? I think the castle's gonna go up. And then from there, switch into some crossbows, arbalest, everything ranged. Maybe berserk someday.
Blue grabbing the relics, which is a good time in the game to do so.
Yep.
When you're on the way to the Imperial Age. He's grabbing one right now, and he sees 2 more.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
this
he'll
is
have
solid.
3 most likely.
This is solid. It's the first time we've seen someone find a really solid answer to the strat. But I will say, remember, there was no forward behind the man-at-arms. I think I keep looking back at that as Yodit's mistake to not make it messy, not build the towers like Joe and the Max did earlier.
Dude, this Mangonel's putting in work against the longboats in the south.
That's still happening?
It's putting in work, dude.
That's still happening. I can't believe that's still happening. I looked away from there. All right, well, now Bracer's on the way and more upgrades, so it will be more difficult for the Mangonel. All right, so Treb for Katyan.
Did you say Joan the Max? Because Chad is going crazy right
I did say Joan the Max.
Maybe you slipped up.
Listen, either I'm calling it and I look good, or I get it way wrong and everyone makes fun of me, which is still good for the stream. So it's fine. I disrespected Max by not believing he could get to the finals in Hidden Cup 2, so gotta make up for that here. Or what? World Raiders! 3!
Woads!
Yodit got the call. Yodit got the call.
Where's your wallet, Matt?
don't do 1,000. Do like do like 20. Matt, don't do it. Seriously.
420.
I'm serious. Don't. It's not necessary. The support has been amazing already. Everywhere I look, Yodit is getting attacked by wolves. But, you know, Vikings have the longboats. Vikings can go berserks. There's a castle. Oh, this is funny. Yodit's castling the right side, and there's an outpost there for Katyan. So he knows all about it.
Yeah, and there's a castle going up for Khan, too.
Yeah, where's that castle going up? On the right? Yeah, just to protect it. Beautiful.
Right in front of that stone. Very, very good position. And Khan and Yodit are both going for that relic.
Which relic here? Ooh.
Now Yodit's pulling back.
Because he sees the castle. Yeah. That means at least 3 relics then for Katyan. Probably 4. Because there's that relic in the center where he already has the gold. Really good play from Katyan. Let's see if he can close this one out. Oh, he does have less population, which is interesting.
Elite Woad Raider coming in, but that's on the
Oh, no, he has
castle that's
more.
getting hit by 3 Trebs.
Ooh.
Will it complete?
Ooh. Those 3 Woad
Yeah, I
Raiders need
think
to be upgraded, man.
Will it complete? Yeah, I got okay.
Oh, barely. Whew, that was
Woo!
close. But, 5 Woad Raiders. But, Dave, Woad Raiders suck against Berserks.
Well, you know what? Elite Woad Raider and Elite Berserk, it's like 60-40 for the Berserk. They
Okay.
don't absolutely suck.
Okay.
So,
Alright, good to know. I think what does suck is that the main gold for Yodit, it can be ranged, and the town center will be trapped down. The fact he doesn't have relics, the fact that he doesn't really have any map control whatsoever, that sucks. Look at this cheeky mining camp from Kachan. He is 1 villager on stone. Also denied that stone on the left side. This is Kachan's in beast mode right now.
what do you do in Yodit's position?
Well, you try and get ahead in these games. If you fall behind and the player's good enough, you don't come back.
Siege Ram. Siege Ram is
Oh,
coming in,
okay.
and he's got multiple Rams queued up
Ah.
and garrisoned on the right side. Another castle coming down. So he's going
Okay.
to build up his forces, and he's going to push in one fell swoop.
That's true. So maybe avoid the sides where Kachan's expecting you. But as I say that, Kachan's sending Berserks over to the right side. Oh, wait, I just went view lock. Whoops.
Are they Elite Berserk, though? They're just regular Berserk.
True.
Elite Berserk costs, we went over it last game.
Expensive.
1,300 food, 550 gold.
It's like he expects the pressure on this side, and there's Elite Berserk. So you have Elite Berserk. There are still a few upgrades for both players that they could get on their infantry units. Just the final
Oh,
armor
no.
upgrade.
Left corner of the map, he used the monk to convert a gold mining villager, and now he's going to build stuff.
That's funny. Like, watch.
Oh, no.
It's so funny because the Finnish players are so known for building buildings in corners. So if we're spot on, it's a Finnish player. It's a bit of revenge. Gonna build up a base here. Now he needs to make a barracks to defend. Oh boy. It bothers me that Kachan doesn't have his final armor upgrade. Okay, he's getting it now. Let's see. More melee armor before the armor upgrade for the Berserks. And more base attack, but they're fighting underneath 2 castles. I think he just wants the Trebs here, Dave. He gets 1. He will not get the second.
Yep. If that castle goes down, all of a sudden, Kachan's base, wide open.
True.
And Woods can run right in.
It's a
So,
lot of Rams, and they'll have
Gotta be
fewer
careful.
Celtica too, so they have the extra HP.
oh, wow. Oh, wow. Where do you even prioritize here if you're Kachan? You can't fight just the units straight up.
I think you just still
and
have
you
to
can't
patrol?
just go after the Rams.
I don't know. You have to choose one, but
You
I think
lose the castle and you back up. That's what he's doing.
wow.
Just give it up. And the Berserks are stuttering too.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, Dave, is that Berserks are still stronger. The armor's in, and he also built a castle way back here. Now, building that castle kind of controls that area still, and he also has longboats. Let's see how good Berserks really are. Woad Raiders, Rams against Berserks and longboats. The Berserks are shredding. The Berserks are shredding. Where are the Woad Raiders? They're all dead. They're all dying. Yeah. Berserks are insane. This is the best of 5. This is the Berserk of 5.
Berserk of five.
Berserk of 5. Sorry, it just keeps getting worse and worse. But, man, I love Elite Berserks. I love the fact that the pros decided to use Elite Berserk here. The Woad Raiders, not the play, man. Now, you
Nope.
could argue, like, let's say Hidden Cup 16, the meta is to pick Celts and go for this wacky strat. Vikings could be a counter pick to that because of how good they are in Castle Age and an Imp. And the game ends. The score is 1-1, Dave. This is going to be another one. I foresee at least, well, it has to be at least 4 games. Possibly 5 again.
There it is. Wow. Matt.
Yeah, like, it's such a dumb bet too. Like, Celts making Woad Raiders is so much more common than Aztecs making Jags. I don't know what to say. Matt, thank you. YouTube's probably super confused right now. Like, what's a sub? A sub is free. How can you gift free things?
How do I download Twitch? I've seen that so many times.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
Well, people on YouTube are going to be downloading Twitch and stopping by for the finals tomorrow, the way this is going, because this is just unreal. Oh, man. I'm overwhelmed, everybody. I am overwhelmed by the quality of the games, the amount of support, 132 kills for Katyan, 87 units lost. Dave, what went wrong for Yodit in that game?
He didn't take advantage of his early pressure
Yeah.
to take map control.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw it with Joan earlier. You kept mentioning the towers, but even then, like when he tossed in his men at arms and didn't delay even farther, I feel like that was a mistake. Like he could have held Kachin in his base for so much longer than he did, and like not going on water too in early Castle Age, I think was a mistake.
True.
Letting him get those longboats out.
I mean, it's so easy for me to say this, because when something goes wrong for a player, the caster can, there's no way to prove me wrong here, but I think he had 6 man-at-arms, he had map control, he could have gone forward with the tower. If he went forward with a tower, that is what, Joan the Max did, and it worked really well. So I think that could possibly have been the big difference there. But you know what's good for the series is that the score is 1-1, and now we get to see a map we have not yet seen in the Hidden Cup 3 main event, El Dorado, which most players are banning. Before we hop into Game 3, though, Dave, I need 30 to 40 seconds so we can do the whole AMA with Dave. I'm sure Dave will be able to read all your questions because chat's moving so slow.
I can't read anything, dude. So you want me to do an AMA? Is that what you're saying? Chat, AMA, ask me anything. Did he mute me? Guys, did he mute me? Dave, are you single? Yes. I left my wife at the mall. How are you? I'm good. How tall are you? I'm like 5'8.5", 5'9". I don't know. What color is your hair? Oh, that's just brutal, dude. That's ruthless. That's a clown question. It used to be brown when I had hair. Favorite Dorito flavor? Classic. Sweet chili heat is good too, though. Dave, do you love me? I would answer that if I could read your name, but you're already at the top of my screen, so it's fine. How old are you? I just turned 30 years old. I'm going to actually up the sound on his stream because sometimes what he does is he starts talking about me.
What?
Yeah, you've done that before.
When?
All the time. Like I'll be talking and then you'll mute your mic on Discord.
What?
And then you'll start smack talking me. Yeah.
Oh, when I come back sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. We're good.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, it's all right. Things change. Just kidding. The second I sent you a chair, we became business partners and it was no longer fun.
It's basically a tax right now.
Oh, man. Well, I know Matt is getting most of the attention right now because of the gifted subs, but thank you to the new people subscribing. We have all the new emotes. Well, not all. We have plenty of new emotes in the chat now if you want to check them out. All the subs. Dave, game number 3. Let's go. Whew. It's a big prize pool, man. Closing on a $55,000 prize pool. So El Dorado, the first time we've seen it in the main event, and what's most interesting to me about this is that Princess Yodit picked it instead of being forced into it like in some previous sets of qualifiers. There's water around the town centers. There's fish with 550 food. I think it's 550 or 525, one or the other. Villagers bring in that food really quickly, especially with Indians. And then you have water around the outer edge if you want to go for food there. And then you have 2 tiles of gold and 2 tiles of stone next to your base. The rest is in the center, and it's always visible.
Khmer versus Indian.
Yeah, explain Indians. I really need you to do this. It's been a long time. Can you explain why Indians is a pick here?
Indians is a pick because they collect shorefish extremely fast. And shorefish collected by Indians is actually the second fastest resource collected in the game, behind Mongol Hunt.
What?
Never doing that again.
That's
if
crazy.
you had Bedouins in this map pool, I would have been. I'd be out.
Yeah.
I'd be done.
Yeah, I had to decide between firing a map maker and bringing Dave into co-cast, so we fired the Bedouins guy before the tournament because I knew Dave wouldn't be on board with it.
So
but Khmer.
these Civ matchups. Do you remember? I think it was when El Dorado was first getting popular. I think it was Spring who was convinced that a strat with Khmer was like the best strat ever, which is basically you don't need the other buildings to go up to the next stage.
Yeah.
So we'd go super fast Castle Age Knights, I think it was. Or was it super fast Feudal Scouts?
It was don't build a lumber camp and go scouts. So as you can see, there's a reason Princess Yodit is in the event.
But I'm thinking, like, do you go Khmer because they're better now that you can place farms anywhere, basically? You have social distancing farms for Khmer.
True.
Can you go for a strategy like that? Can you go for a super fast uptime? Maybe try and secure that middle with towers or try and pressure your opponent's base?
Yeah. I think Khmer, as we see Katyan Khan do the board trick properly, I believe that Khmer here are stronger in the mid game than Indians with their economy. You can't farm around your town center. So if you are building farms at all, you can just place them wherever, whereas the Indian player will have to build farms, but then will also have to... What?
Someone in the chat's like, come on, Dave, how long have you been sitting on that joke? Since Thursday?
That's probably written down. Dave has a whole whiteboard next to the stream, I'm sure. Oh, man. Oh, whoa! Oh, man, Katyan Khan almost walled in Yodit's scout there. Both players have docked. I thought it was interesting because both players were looking to see the dock. Both players had the scouts around. And both players have... Well, actually, Khan didn't scout the dock, but since DE shows we need to delete Palisades, I'm pretty sure it's telling that there was a dock there. Yeah, I think scouts, Dave. And you know what's fascinating about this Khmer pick? Is that Princess Yodit globally banned Chinese, which is clearly the best Civ on this. So when he picked the home map, he eliminated the Civ that Katyan Khan probably would have went with. So he kind of felt like, all right, they might pick Indians. I might have a counter pick to it. It's cool.
Didn't Katyan ban Incas too, which is also a viable Civ on this map?
I think, yeah, Hera probably didn't want to get Bill rushed.
Yeah, like, well, if you're picking, yeah, true.
Like think about another strategy for Cup that could have been possible is go Incas and Bill rush, and like Hera's a very clean player, and that would make the game very scrappy. So maybe a bit of I don't know, man. Like whoever Katyan Khan is, they did not want to get Bill rushed in this series. Feudal Age on the way for both.
Yep, first on the way, and then Princess Yodit right behind.
Mm-hmm. I just love the clash we've seen so far today. We have incredibly technical players against players who have a more... I don't want to say more creative strategy and imply someone's not creative, but more... what's a different way to say that, but basically say that.
Inventive?
Slightly more creative strategies. There we go. Inventive, yeah. Out of the box, yeah. It's some people might take that as negative. It's not.
we've got 30,000 people. Thesaurus.com.
This stream is sponsored by thesaurus.com. All right, so Katyan could snipe this villager. Does Yodit see? Oh, that's a dead vill. Katyan's waiting too. He's okay. Wait for Feudal Age.
Wait for Feudal Age. When you get that plus attack, you've got the hill too.
That's really sloppy.
Sees the hill. Look, now he's attacking right as he hits Feudal.
Perfect. Highly doubt Yodit will go for a villager. Will the vill die? Oh, the deer blocked.
The deer blocked.
Ah, you dumb deer.
Ah, dear.
Doink! Beautiful, beautiful. And these are the types of things, man.
You got to wall in that vill too because you didn't lose any HP and it's down the hill.
Yeah, well, I think... what? Okay, he's brought in his other villagers. He'll be fine. Now, you notice how he's on gold.
And and he walled in the scout from Yodit!
Wow, that's crazy!
Oh, no, it's Hera!
I think it's Hera. Yeah, I think we've spotted the Canadian. Now, Dave, there is one thing that comes to mind. Katyan Khan just saw that Princess Yodit was on gold. Now he's going to gold, because that tells him that there will be fire galleys out. So keep that in the back of your minds. Also, 5 fishing ships for Yodit, and 3 for Katyan. Sick play, though, man. I mean, it's clean all around. You have the starting scout making a huge difference. Nice build orders. The walls, I've never asked any questions about the walls. Indians is probably the meta pick if you're not going Chinese, and he just destroys. But it's 26 to 25 with eco because of the fish.
I like how the scouts are all going around, looping around that side too.
Yeah.
He knows the right side is walled, but Yoda knows that's the threat too. He's sending his scouts over in that direction.
This is what should have happened at the start. Have your starting scout protecting your wallville, in my opinion. So that was sloppy from Yodit. But Yodit knew, I'm exposed over here, and a second dock, Dave. So 2 docks, and 2 docks now for Khan.
Badly housed too.
Yeah, I noticed that. MBL confirmed. It's normal to see more fishing ships because it's so easy to defend your fish on the choke points. You'll only see fishing ships go down early in the Castle Age. They both have 171 food, or they did for a second. This is so close.
Yodit's got to hang around here with the scouts too. There's no opportunity for him to go forward.
Yeah.
He is Khmer. Now, the bonus of that is he didn't have to spend wood on a barracks, but the downside of that is that he doesn't have a barracks for spears.
That was an awful fight for Yoda. It started off good, but again, Katian Khan seems to be better with the micro, and he's getting forging. So you take a fight, you weaken the enemy scouts, they also don't have spears, and then you make more scouts and get upgrades. That's a good play from Kachan, I like it. No, Dave's not muted. Get out of here.
Yeah, he's got to stay here. Stay here with the scouts until he's fully walled. Like I said, no spears on the field for him. No possibility yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's walling up. Now, this is... Currently, it's all about fishing ships, but eventually farms will be important. What matters more here, the numbers or the upgrades? I mean, 2 of those scouts are 1 hit away from dying.
What does Khmer do against camels, too?
You go... I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the same answer I was coming up with.
Well, it's always been like that with Khmer, though. Even since the buff, it's what do they do? The thing is they always mass more units, or they get to Castle Age faster because of their economy. So, if you get to Castle Age a minute faster and you start making knights and monks, you're fine.
God, chat baited me into looking at Discord to see if I was actually
Dave,
muted.
you seriously don't trust me?
I should...
And now you've given them so much power.
No, I don't trust you. You... Never mind. We won't even get into it.
I sent you 2 chairs, Dave. All right, like 1.1 chairs.
No. I trust you to tell me if I'm muted. I don't trust you to know whether I'm muted on this stream.
Okay, that's true, actually. That's true. That's a good one. But I did, just so you know, I checked for you. Okay, I already double checked.
All right. They got you too.
Yeah, they got me too. Well, the walls are up for both, and the food count looks better for Kachan. So I don't think the Khmer strategy has really shown me much. I think having Indians works well. You have cheaper villagers, and yeah.
Later in the game, Khmer, you could put farms all over this place without having to build mills.
Good point. And
a lot of the time in this map, like you could put farms like anywhere along these hills.
Yeah.
Usually in this map, you'll see really inefficient farms just because of the way it's laid out.
Nice awareness from Kachan to wall in the villager building the market. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? And good micro from Kachan. Kachan's KD looking slightly better. The micro of the weak fire galley, really, really, really good play. And what
Demo
about the
coming
castle
out?
times now? Oh.
Good demo.
Oh, good demo, yep. If Kachan doesn't realize that, he'll... Uh-oh. Oh, that could hurt. But he did get 1. Still no click up? What, are you missing the building or what, Kachan? Like, click up.
Oh, the demo on the scouts!
What? It's alright, we saw that. We had it all under control. Castle Age and Horsecollar on the way for Kachan. He just demoed scouts. The scouts have done nothing for Yodit, except die, pretty much. A demo on the scouts. Scouts dying here. My goodness, Dave. Faster castle time, too. And now you have all the scouts for map control. Kachan has responded to the Khmer pick well. And I'd say the only worry for him is quite possibly the fact that his fishing ships could get attacked by the extra navy, but it's not substantial.
Did you miss that?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw it. So it's got to be camels then. I assume. Okay, a barracks now for Princess Yodit, so he's gonna go pikes. Kind of sucks he has to build this now, though. He could have produced them in the middle of feudal age, like you said. What is Yodit going to do? I mean, the question is, do you go all in for the gold and stone because you're almost out of gold? Or do you sit back and expand your food economy, Dave? The farms are working well. You see there's not near as many farms for Kachan, so Kachan definitely is relying on fishing ships more. Dave?
Which is dangerous, too, because there's fire ships coming from both directions.
Yeah, I think
the first thing in Castle Age, maybe, if you're Yodit, you get that War Galley upgrade, and then you sneak the fires in past.
Yeah.
You don't even take the fight.
Yeah, and I think using similar logic, that's the only area you could possibly be vulnerable, so you'd probably see Kachan do the same. Can Kachan see the barracks? Oh, Kachan can also see it's going to be pikemen for Yodit. It's interesting. And neither player's on stone, by the way, but we have a town center in the middle. And this is something on El Dorado that Yodit can see, so he will be aware that Kachan is going for some of that extra gold.
And it's not just about map control either. He can see how he's using his resources as soon as he gets up to castle. So he knows he's going to be at least 2 TC.
Yep.
Both players now going for the War Galley upgrade. It's going to be quicker for Kachan than it is for Yeet.
Yeah, I think that if I'm Yeet, I make a few demos because you're definitely going to struggle on land initially. So I think what I do is try and win water. Like, he's trying, but unfortunately, Kachan Khan is holding and defending on both sides right now. Really sick play from Kachan. It's like, no weaknesses, well aware of the opponent's going pikemen, took care of the scouts in feudal age, 17 to 10 KD. Look at this
and the
demo.
princess is going to be out of gold pretty soon.
Yeah.
Real soon. Like 170 soon.
Well, what I'm thinking is, where's the counter to that if you're Kachan? I think... I'm surprised, actually, we didn't see an archery range. He's now adding a monastery.
Is he going to go Scorpion versus this?
I think so,
Do you go Scorpion against Khmer?
that is true. I mean, I don't see Princess having a lot of trouble building his own town center on this gold. They'll just share the middle. There's
no range units to stop it. I mean, there's going to be... Let's see what he's making here from the Siege Workshop. Nothing yet. Oh, Scorpion, okay.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that we didn't see... You saw 2 barrack commitment into Pike, and we didn't see an immediate Siege Workshop. He doesn't have a single... Oh, no, he does. It's right there. He has 1 Scorpion, okay. And he's still going 3 TCs, still has a slight eco lead.
So both players probably going to go Scorpion, so we're going to see a Scorpion v Scorpion matchup here.
Yeah. And how much do the scouts matter now? I mean, unless they get in, which they don't, I don't know how that villager is chopping that tree over the palisade.
Listen, don't ask questions, okay?
How is that possible?
I will chop you, and you will become part of the wall.
Oh my god, it's amazing. But yeah, anyways, I think the pikemen are a bit more useful at the moment.
Oh, he's going for a mining camp rather than a TC. That seems weird to me.
Well, I think he's going to build a castle in the middle, Dave. And then oh the scouts got quick-walled, or they didn't get quick-walled, or they did? What happened there? I think they just chose not to go in. Yeah, I think he's going to build a castle.
Scouts could come into play, though, if he starts building a castle.
True.
He's got the Scorpions as... What is this? Okay, so the Khmer player has a Mangonel, and the Indian player has Scorpions.
But if you think about it, Scorpion is the obvious choice to take out pikes. Mangonel is way better to take out a lot of Scorpions at once.
Okay, here they come. It's all going to be this first engagement with the pikemen.
Yeah, this could be the game right here.
And Red's got to keep flooding pikemen too. He's got to keep making pikemen.
Lots of food
He's
income.
coming forward with the villagers now. This is gonna be big here.
He has more food income too because of the Khmer farms. That's what a Mangonel does for you. Here come the Vills. Now, does he want to end the game with the castle or just give himself a lead? Because where's he going?
He just wants to give himself a lead.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna end the game. I thought he was gonna bring the heat.
But he didn't mess around. See, I don't think this is Doubt. Doubt might have sent only 5 villagers. No, I'm just kidding, Doubt. Sorry. But, with the amount of pikemen he had, Khan was playing so well, but on an all-in map, he didn't make a counter to pikes. Or it was a very fragile counter to pikes.
That scout.
Yeah. Wow.
Boons.
So with fletching, this means that Khan, he can't take most of this gold. And now I'm wondering, well, who really is winning here? I thought that Khan had played so clean, but Dave, it's 59 eco for Yodit. He has gold. 73 eco for Khan.
It's like he gave him the chance to get to that Khmer boom.
Yeah.
And he didn't really do anything after he got him with the scouts initially to kill a couple of villagers.
Oh, and
didn't
also,
really pressure him at all.
So if you see the fires from Yodit swoop in, you see them on the right side. There's no defense for that. So he could also take some fishing ships out. So what do you think you would do if you're Kachan? I'm thinking castle and try and go imp, but it could take a long time.
Yeah, that's the play. Unless you want to play, like, I think it was Viper in the first Hidden Cup, or was it the previous Hidden Cup?
It was Viper in Hidden Cup
avoided
too.
the middle.
Yeah.
Did he have Indians there, or was it Slavs?
He was Chinese. It was Chinese versus Incas.
Okay.
It ended up being Vivi versus Viper. Vivi had all 5 relics, and no. Sorry, he had all the middle, and Viper had 5 relics. Just made light cabin rams in Castle Age. That was a sick game. And there's a castle now for Kachan. It's worth noting that Kachan just sniped fishing ships for Princess Yoda, and he does have a 20 villager lead. So if it's castle v castle, one person having more villagers, it could mean that Kachan imps faster.
So if you're in Yodit's position, do you just try and get up as quickly as you can right now?
Yeah, both players do. Both players do. It's going to be about who gets the trebs faster.
I think it's going to be Yodit that gets there faster. I'm looking at the res right now.
Yep.
He's got the gold.
Well,
Kachan's got the food. Yeah, it's going to be so close,
it's going to be so close. Because Kachan also has 36 on food, and it's
But
just
look at the
15
fire
for
ships
Yodit.
are in the back now.
Oh, that's true. But it's only 2 fishing ships, so it's actually... What Khan has done is expanded to a lot of farms. That's pretty sick. 36, and he's on his way up. Whoa.
Yodit, you gotta click, buddy. You gotta click up.
He's close.
Sell that wood.
Click.
About
Click.
15% difference.
There he goes.
Whose position do you favor here?
Hold on.
for a
We
Trevor?
quick walls, deleted the farm. Quick. That's amazing. God. Now, the funny thing is the pikes can still just run around and raid the farms. There's actually nothing that Khan has right now to fight pikes. What was your question? Sorry, I was a bit distracted.
Less about, like, eco, because
Yeah.
obviously Kachan has the better eco.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, positioning on this middle plate, on this middle area,
Yeah.
who do you favor more in the Treb War?
Well, right now, I favor Yodit because Yodit's mining more gold. But you also have to consider that Khan can build a second castle. So if Khan builds a second castle soon, then it's 2 players going Trebs and 2 castles versus 1. Yeah, these pikemen have been annoying, but I think it will be dealt with. Really good job from Kachan. To me, it feels like he's been the much better player this game. It's just that one instance where he didn't take the map control and allowed Yodit to have a chance.
Yodit again with the late gold mining upgrade.
Yeah, that's a big one. I found that most pros are getting that at the very latest early Castle Age, but...
Oh, and wheelbarrow too. Oof.
That's
Well, I guess with Khmer it's not. Yeah, I just thought of that. Like with Khmer, it's not so important.
But yeah, 2 castles here for Khan. Khan has... Okay, he only has 2 on gold, but he does have some gold he can mine. I just wonder if he'll be able to make enough trebs. I love Khan's position if he can make trebs. He's in imp. He's making 1 treb.
Yeah,
And
he'll have
next,
enough to make another
He'll
trip.
probably sell, right? Sell some of that wood and food.
He used gold on something else. I don't know what it was.
I think the treb on the left.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Trebs.
Khan has the food eco to just go for light cav and or hussar. And there's not many pikemen out now for Yodit. So Yodit, he got to the middle. He actually got more of the pie in the center, but the rest of the eco's looking so much better for Khan.
He's actually raiding with cav archers, but he's gonna run into that second castle now. Maybe if he sits on that. No,
That's
the
a
castle
weird
can range
move.
them.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Khmer cav archers. I mean, it's not something to be expected, so you could say that there's some positives to that. But
Oh, he can't afford to lose this castle, but he can't fight against 2 castles producing trebs.
and if the castle goes down, He doesn't even have pikes, but if he has pikes, then Khan transitions. Khan should take this. Khan defended really well, and all of his success in Feudal Age has brought him to this point. Even cleaning up some of the fires behind his docks so he can add more fishing ships. And the light cav... It's going to be interesting. I actually think 4 light cav could beat the cav archers there.
Yep, especially if they keep attacking the wall.
Yep.
He notices, yeah, the cav archers... He's getting the upgrades for them. Like, he just got the armor, but I feel like he needs to prioritize the middle more
than
the cav archers.
I'm with you, man.
Kachian's got to have to throw to lose one of these castles.
You know what's interesting? We talked up Princess Yodit for all the preparation and all the strategy on home maps. This is the second home map for Princess Yodit. Yodit, he lost the previous home map. Wait, no. What am I talking about? No, this is the first home map.
He's got to buy stone. This castle's going to go down.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah,
it was actually, it was a home map that I'm sure Yodit would have wanted. The last one was Khan's home map. Never mind. I like the cav archer raids, though. He's on multiple sides, but...
You're not going to have gold real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, unless you hold that position with the cav archers.
You are going to take out Khan's castle. Khan can't throw this, right? Khmer cav archers. Ah, the trebs, though, Dave. You can't make more trebs without a castle. 1 treb goes down. There's 2 more here. That would be it. I do like the addition of pikes.
Elephant archer?
Dude, it's good versus the cav archers. They have tons of pierce armor. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. What a puny little man on top of that elephant. Oh my god. 300 HP. 2 of them. 3 of them. 4 of them. He's making tons of them.
I'm so hyped right now.
Yeah. Team Kachian. Let's go. Is this Hera? I don't know. Many people are asking. Many people claiming they know, as people do in Hidden Cup, including the casters. This is such a ridiculous fight because the elephants take so long to die.
They take so long to kill everything, though.
Yeah.
They're like an archer with fletching and bodkin. That's what the damage
kill
output on this
enemy. Say, oh man, I like how he's micro the elephant away here too. Oh, sad times.
Oh, jeez.
Lots of
now
elephants.
He's putting
in
towers down, and yeah, there's like sometimes you can see it done, like the game we were talking about. You can see it done where you win without the mid, but that's if you have a far superior economy.
Yeah.
And Yodit does not have a superior eco.
Yep, exactly. But Cav Archer certainly did more than I expected. Just loved the defense from Khan here. And I actually don't think, for anyone thinking that the elephants are a flex, I don't think they're a flex. No. They're actually really good if you have a low number of ranged units. Yeah.
Yep. He should stop making them now, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because they cost way too much.
Oh, the raids, Dave. The raids. There's light cap all over the farms. Oh, this is crazy. 3 light cap here, 2 light cap here.
His pop, he's down to 80 pop.
Yeah, I think this is going to be Khan's game. Khan won 3-1 on day 1. Waited it out yesterday as we saw the other players in the round of 16, but this guy looks extremely strong. And the micro, Dave, the unit control is insane. Mm-hmm. Okay, now why isn't Yoda resigning? Like, Yoda, you have 69 pop. It's time to resign, man. It's time to resign. I love how...
Oh, he's bringing all the farmers in, too. Like, come on. Okay,
there we go. Yeah, maybe he did the glass of water strategy I mentioned earlier in the day.
Yep.
But wow. So, Princess Yodit didn't pick Indians. Indians are a strong pick when Chinese aren't available. He went for Khmer, and I think the difference is does it come down to just the eco expansion? I think it could possibly, because Kachan had 2 castles, and he had way more farmers.
I don't even know, like, what went wrong there for Yoda. It just felt like he was so far behind from, like, late feudal, and he just couldn't catch up to the eco from Khan.
Well, Kachan expanded, and I think Kachan could only expand because he won the fights in feudal. And Yodit, his scouts got destroyed. He was on top of hills and then still got out microed, and then he got demoed. And so for that reason, if you look to his base, he had to hide everything behind these walls. And I think that probably contributed to how how little expansion he had with his economy, and it was the expansion for Kachan which ended up giving him the economy to win the mid. Really sick play from Kachan, Dave, and Kachan is looking so strong. Like, we're talking make it to the finals strong, but I'm curious because Yodit always has some tricks up his sleeve.
What was the plan with Khmer? Like, we didn't really see the plan with
It was
Khmer.
to expand, I think, right? If you expand, it's easier for you to expand farming eco. Kachan had to build like 20 mills for his farms to be efficient, so I think that was probably it. But you lose Scout Wars, and you can't do what you want to do, especially when Kachan... we actually said that the Scouts weren't doing much, but what they were accomplishing was keeping Yodit in that small space and not expanding. All right, more food, more wood, more stone, more gold collected. Just beast mode from Kachan. Now, what's the remaining home map? Slopes. Oh my god!
Ooh, yeah, that was a great... Yeah, someone said it in the chat. We're going to give credit to the chat. They said the plan was to make them pick Indians there so you keep Indians for slopes.
Wait a second. So, this is some 3D chess from Yodit, because he globally banned Chinese, knowing that Indians is fantastic on El Dorado. Kachan picked Indians on El Dorado, but now Indians is also good on slopes. And Yodit's like, all right, you had Indians once, now it's my turn.
That is such good drafting
I
and
know.
banning.
It's amazing. And the cool thing is, we don't have to do a 1 hour civ draft where players have to have different civs. You can mind game with bans and home map bans, and it's so cool. Now, again, I'm thinking, there's also ravines coming up. If, let's say, Yodit wins this, do you want to save some civilizations for ravines? So that could be Persians we saw work. That could be Mayans. There are civs that Kachan will have to think about in case he loses this. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm thinking Celts or Slavs maybe for Kachan. We saw a lot of that in the qualifier. Oh, Japanese. All right. Well, Japanese is definitely not a civilization we would see from a high-level player on ravines if we were to get there. Japanese has been really, really common in Hidden Cup 3, and it could make sense because on this map, you have shorefish and you have deer on either side, and Japanese have the very cheap meals. But Dave, immediately, Princess Yodit scouts the side that has the shorefish and sends a Vil. We could see a really fast feudal time from Princess.
As Japanese, can you justify a forward, or are the scouts going to be out too quick from the Indians player?
Well, you can justify a forward, but it has to be quick. I think, where are the deer for... Oh yeah, the deer are over here. I'm dumb. I'm thinking...
Where are the deer? You know where the fish are.
Well, listen. I was thinking like every other map where you have 4 deer you can push.
Oh, yeah,
Thinking maybe Kachan, especially if it's Hera, would push some deer in. Now, keep in mind, the shorefish and the deer side is not set, so that could be on either side for either player. But yeah, I think... Here's the difference in population. You're talking maybe a 21 population up for Japanese. And if you go to the fish this early with Indians, you could maybe do 18 or 19. So the most impressive thing to me is the drafting out of all of it. Not even the gameplay from Yoda, just how he's thought about the games has been really cool. Makes me think again. Are we talking Tats of Doubt? Or are we talking Velez and the Max? There's probably so many players out there who also strategized, and they're so pissed off that I'm not saying that they could possibly do it, but seriously, it's so good.
Some players are much better than others at the strategic aspect of the Civ draft.
Yeah. Yeah, and
not Civ draft, map draft, I guess, in this situation, but
yeah,
essentially
but
the same
you know,
thing.
again, you look at Kachan's choices. I can't believe I just did that. Kachan. It's
if they made fun of me for 2 straight hours about lever. Okay, this guy is now Kachan.
It's like, hello, my name is Kachan Khan. You can just call me Kachan for short.
Kachan the Barbarian.
Oh,
Let's
man.
go.
Well, anyways, if you think of Kachan Khan's picks, Game 1, Aztecs, completely expected. Game 2, Vikings. It's been common, right? Though Celts has been common too. Indians on El Dorado, kind of expected. Here, he's now like, uh-oh, what do I do? You could have even argued Khmer for this, honestly, but see if Kachan can hold from the early rush that will be coming from Yodit.
So you said potentially 18 pop, right?
That's what I thought.
It looks like it's going to be 17 pop. Wow.
Really early loom, which indicates that he'll go feudal after this.
Well, man, the short fish collecting,
Yeah.
they're never pointing it in the right way.
I
Like,
know.
look at Yodit's villagers.
They want meat, man. They're tired of fish. Give me the meat.
They're just collecting donkey poo at this point from the inside of the mill.
Oh, man. Well, no, okay, they must have heard us. What just happened? What?
He force dropped because he's trying to go up quickly. See, he should have gone up 18 pop rather than 17 pop.
Yeah.
He had so much idle time there.
But they're taking the fish now. What changed? All right. They can hear us. Maybe they're self-conscious about their choice in food. And so they heard us talking about it, and they decided to change their ways. Yeah, see,
Yoda
look.
losing a bit of HP on his
Sorry,
scout.
I'll
That's not
stop
good.
making this dumb joke in a second. But the second we look away and look back, see, yep, they're going that direction. Thanks, DE. Yeah, that was weird. The TC positions are fixed, so to lose HP when you're a scout like that is peculiar. Ooh, but you see the barracks position for Khan? Not bad.
Because he knows the scouts are going to come out there.
Yep.
Towards the villagers. Very, very nice.
Okay, he's on his way. This is the 21 pop. The norm is probably 22 for most men-at-arm builds, but you can shave off an extra villager with this build if you're clean enough. And he's on Shorefish, which is something that Yodit has scouted. He scouted the mill a while back. Let's see how quickly these scouts come out. You can't even... Dave, you might not be able to even go man-at-arms. Because by the time you have 3... I feel like...
There's going to be 3 scouts from Yodit. 3 or 4 scouts
maybe you
at
just
least.
go
Yeah.
spear defense. Like I've actually seen more success. Well, what I believe would be more success with the Slavs and the Celts pick, where you go for your own scouts because you can go up faster.
Is there a potential to go men-at-arms and then go forward? Because there's...
You could.
Like, you look at where the goal positions for Yodit is. That one's super forward.
Yeah, true. Got some cool
and
stats
there's nothing
up here.
else in the back.
Dogal and MBL love their scouts, guys. These stats are not from this game, but just 6,000 matches, including the players from this tournament. That's kind of funny.
Delay this villager. Delay that wall. Get the men-at-arms in. Maybe no.
I mean, this is good pressure from Kachan so far. The scouts have yet to mass, and man-at-arms is on the way. He only has 2 though. There's got to be a 3rd trailing, which could go down.
Maybe the plan here is just to keep the Indian scouts at home
away
for long enough until you can get archers mixed in.
Yeah, it's true. You could also say, what's the follow-up here? A good micro from Kachan to take out that weak scout. That brings us back to Yodit
it right away.
losing the scout HP.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yodit has
man, that's so
not
good.
looked that great today.
Oh, that's
or not
so
today
good.
in this match.
Yeah, just the small things. It's the small micro movements, with the exception of the one drush in the first game. Kachan has been way better, way faster.
Well, you look at, like, he had idle time going up to the feudal age with the 17 pop up.
Yep.
And then the scouts haven't been out fast enough. The micro in that first engagement was not the greatest at all.
And he fights it here, Dave. He will take out the scout and a man-at-arm. And the scout's on the move again. Solid micro. You could even argue that maybe Yodit should wait before he fights this. But there's a spear coming. Maybe he wants to take care of it before the spear.
Now the villagers that should be fishing, one of them's repairing, and the other 2 are kind of glitched out
yeah.
on the side. So
I think
there
he
goes
cleans
the
this
Indians
now.
eco bonus.
Well,
He's gonna come in with the scouts. Who knows which one's weak? You can bet your ass on that one.
After this, there's 4 scouts for Yodit, and look at how open the base is. Kachan had to be so aggressive. He hasn't been able to get walls up yet, so suddenly he has to shift into defensive spears. And that forward spear took a journey which was not worth it. He needs to be home with his people.
He can wall in the villagers on the mill, though. He can make extra spearmins. He's spearmen, not spearmins. He's walling in his base right now, and I think he'll have enough time
Let's go to eco.
Maybe he will.
Uh-oh.
Spearman on the gold, he'll be fine.
This is Hera, right? So he's
Wall
got a
up,
quick wall.
wall up, wall up, wall up, wall up. Oh, filthy.
Nice. And then he just deletes them, like, whatever. I think we're looking at Hera or Viper here. Those are the only two. Hera or Viper as Kachan Khan, which is something. If we think Yoda is someone like Velez, who does not really... Sometimes he's just not in the same conversation. Let's put it that way. Just which one? Is it the Canadian or the Norwegian? Or are we wrong? I always say, I come off like I'm so sure, but believe me, I'm not.
He's pulled the spears away, though, and the scouts are going in now. I
Uh-oh.
feel like this is a potential... Oh! He made it through the wall!
Yeah. Do you remember Yodit? Actually, both players in this series have been extremely good when they have momentum. I don't think Yodit should even like lose scout numbers for Vil kills here. He just has to be a threat and run arounds and arounds and arounds and be annoying. Yeah, see this? This forces... Oh, goodness, man. That was bad. This kind of forces the... Well, quick walls. Wow. 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 Kachan.
Yep. Calm down, bud.
So many quick
He didn't even
walls.
get any damage on them, though. It's so silly.
Yeah, it's silly. They can click so fast, it doesn't matter. You know what worries me, what annoys me as a potential micro nerd, is I can do the quick walling just like that, but I hate deleting 20 partially
the villagers
built... Oh!
on the mill. But he quick walled one. He's gonna lose another one, though.
Wait, what? What? Villagers on what
On the
mill?
mill.
What? Oh, God! I didn't realize that, just like he didn't realize it. So he lost 2 vills there, Dave?
No, one vill.
One vill,
He lost
okay.
one vill. He quick walled the other one and pulled the other one away.
Well, that's what happens when you're running around...
And he's trapped. The scouts.
Yeah,
Almost.
Kachan, but that's the thing. You can be a nerd and you can do all that, but then you have to pay attention to it. It's so many extra clicks. I love how Yoda has been running around with these scouts. I just don't...
Definitely abuse it. And he's given himself enough time to get the archers and the skirmishers forward.
Yep. That villager's still walled in there. I think Kachan needs to make a run for it. Look at the scouts! Still remaining inside of this base. And now the skirmishers and archers are on the way, and Kachan's forced into immediate tower, Dave. Kachan, he had a solid start. The man-at-arms looked good. The micro looked good. He's spending so much time dealing with 2 scouts, and now he has an army coming to his base. Oof. Upgraded army, too. Fletching, and now armor's on the way. And the weak Vil.
I don't like sitting under this tower.
1 Vil down. What about him? Okay, he goes into the tower.
Why are you fighting this, Blue? Kachan, why are you fighting this? You have range units.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have fletching, Dave. He just got a blacksmith
Oh
up.
my goodness.
He can't
Oh
click up
my
either
goodness.
if he doesn't have a blacksmith.
Oh, he's got the res. He just
Oh,
can't.
he's going now. Okay.
Okay. I love the garrisoning, though. He's taking all the weak ones, putting them
Yeah,
back in
he's
the
got
tower.
a bunch of weak ones in there. But I also think that Red will be very happy with that. Killed more than 1 Vil. Also,
I don't think,
him
I don't
off of
think he
gold.
responded to that perfectly, though. Like, a lot of times you sit under the tower,
yeah.
and then you lose a lot of units if the enemy makes skirms.
Yep.
For free, basically. But, like, Kachan, for some reason, he was
wasn't-
fighting with villagers
He wasn't
there. I
trading
don't
skirms
understand.
either, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't understand why he wasn't doing that.
Okay, what's the play for Yodid? He's on the way to Castle Age right behind him. Neither player taking the deer, by the way. It's good, but you're exposed. Also, I think it's a bit worrying that Yodid has not walled his base fully. He's going
Still no
for
fletching.
skirms, archers. Yeah, now at this point you need to get fletching. You went for armor first. Kachan definitely... It looked so strong, and then it kind of fell apart there for a moment, didn't it?
Definitely not MBL, because MBL is very much never go out with your archers unless you have fletching. Never.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, maybe he didn't have the gold for it because he was producing archers. And he
he did.
loses numbers there. Again, unnecessary. He also, since he built a tower, can't build a second town center.
And those
Immediately.
villagers are so weak on the gold.
Oh, true. I'm still torn on the showcase video I'm going to upload next. I have some really good ones. Let's just say the MBL one is going to be a classic. What do you think about Kachan moving out right now? I think this could easily be a really
When
weird
you
base
see,
trade.
as soon as he sees Castle Age, he should go back, because what if camels come out?
True. Like a camel and then... Oh, Kachan! You're about to get your upgrades! Oh, Kachan! You're upgraded, but He took a bad fight there. And now Yodit still has an army at Katyan's base.
TC on the wood line for Yodit.
Really? And he's
That's,
also adding
yep.
a TC on the gold, Dave. Now, he's got to be careful. Katyan's here, and we know Katyan loves to micro. But he reacts to it, and the TC should go up. And now Katyan microing again, dude, with less numbers. Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so
typed
cool.
1 in the chat. Why was that?
I don't know. They probably paused it. The chat doesn't show up all the time. Look at Katyan hopping in and out of the tower. I'm getting more Viper vibes than Hera now. But who knows? Whoever it is, Katyan loves his micro. Yeah, it's weird with DE. So this casting overlay, I believe it doesn't address it, but sometimes it shows some chat and sometimes it doesn't. And for live games, it shows none. So until Microsoft fixes that, we're not going to see any in-game chat for live games. Because there hasn't really been much anyways, but I imagine someone paused it there. Thoughts on the positions for the players right now, Dave? Because it's 3 town centers for Yodit.
I definitely like Yodit's position better. I mean, the blue player doesn't really have that much momentum right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any presence outside on the outer wood line.
Well, he has 2
which
crossbows,
is-
that's it.
No, I mean like economic presence
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
his base out there. His base is super exposed. He is raiding, though, and he's probably going to pick a few villagers here. That's 1 down for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. It was actually the fact that he had to build the tower. Is he looking for weak vills? Will he get the one on the farm?
No, he's going to be such a micro nerd here. One of the crossbows is 1 hit away from dying.
Look at this. Yeah. look at this. This is stupid. This is not worth your time, man. And look at the bill microing as well.
We're gonna get her.
Don't let her die.
Get her.
Oh, she's dead. See, was it worth it though? Like, that's what I wonder. Was it worth it? All the
I didn't know
clicking.
Winchester was playing in this match.
Yeah. Well, there's now more crossbows for Katyan. Katyan is behind by 12 villagers, and now he's losing his crossbows. So
Yeah,
if you
that was a bit.
oh man.
Just a bit of a minor throw there to just run him in like that. He is targeting the weak crossbows though.
Nice.
He picked 3.
Wow.
4.
What? Yeah, he can
He
micro.
knew exactly which ones were weak.
Yeah, he's
That's
clicking
not
them,
an
man.
accident that he targeted that.
Well, I will say on DE it's a bit easier because you can change it so the HP bars for the enemy army always shows, which I'm still not sure if I like that because I like the skill aspect of having to click it. But what does Katyan do, man? It's 43 villagers versus 58. Princess Yodit is out booming him big time.
Yep. Indians, man.
Yeah. But also,
What do you do though with
Katyan-
Indians if you're going into imp?
Yeah,
you
true.
You can't really justify camels against Japanese, right? You're gonna have to go into like
yeah,
some sort of gunpowder play, or maybe you go cav archers.
good point. I mean, I've seen cav archers pretty frequently here. Cav archers, skirms, hussars. Definitely seeing cav archers from Indians more on this map than any other. But it's still 1 town center for Katyan. It's 20 villagers now. Like, there's no urgency to build another town center. Okay, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I'd love to see Yodit's crossbows on the left go in towards that TC. Oh, he's moving, man. He's moving.
Oh, boy.
This could be so bad for Kachan
Yeah.
if it happens.
Yodit already knows there's not a TC on the right. He knows there's not a TC at home for Katyan. He sees the score. He knows he was a bit greedy with the town. Oh, man.
But
and Katyan
Kachan
leaves.
could see that. He has town watch, so he could see that.
Yeah.
So at least he's going to avoid those villagers dying. But now Yodit's going to be like, oh,
Yep.
there's a TC here. Okay.
He will know that that's at least TC number 3 that's denied.
Just keep your units over there.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Dave,
you don't even need to go in.
we talked so much about the golds and how punishing that could be for Yodit, but it hasn't been a concern because of how much control Yodit has had and how little control Katyan has had. So I think Katyan, if he's going to win this, if he's going to somehow weather this storm, he needs to take big fights in the center. We know he has skill. I'm thinking, well, a Siege Workshop for both would be huge, but now he's running back to deal with this. When have we seen this before? Oh.
Yep. All the first game, and Yodit's going into cav archers now.
Whoa.
So he got ballistics. He's getting cav archers. He's going to go up real soon, actually.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a really good position. He's played this amazingly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the start with Indians, that always has something to do with it. But I also think Yoda
His start was rough, though.
Yeah, he just outplayed Katyan in the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Katyan's opportunity. Cleans up a bunch of crossbows.
Does he lose one?
Yeah.
Oh, he lost
He
one.
loses one.
That's it. Send villagers out to complete that TC.
But now there's more crossbows from Yodit, and more villagers are running away. I guess, yeah, the villagers go to the TC anyways. And Imperial Age will be on the way. Katyan is nowhere close to Imp. It's 58 villagers versus 86. And look at the Cav Archers!
Yeah. Does Yodit go to the left side now to try and deny that TC again? Or does he go... I would distract with this crossbow army and then try and make your way over to that left TC again.
I think I make a switch. I think you no longer make crossbows. I think I go Elite Skirm and Cav Archers. Mm-hmm. So start prepping some Elite Skirms, because this is a bit dangerous even to the Cav Archers, what Katyan has. But you see how Katyan is constantly reacting?
Yep.
He constantly reacting. And Princess Yodit, credit to him, always knows how to switch up the sides. And he is going back to the left, like you said, Dave, but the TC's
Little
up.
too late.
Yeah.
Little too late. And you know what? Underrated tech from Katyan, Town Watch.
Yeah.
He's been able to react to all of the raids coming in from Yodit.
Yeah.
And he hasn't lost too many vills because of it.
Wow.
Do you go Yasuma Towers as well with Japanese as part of your composition?
Dude.
What do Indians really do against that?
Well, they make Trebs and Imp.
Yeah.
But
like if you're a lot of times when I see this map, if it goes late game, there's raids on like 4 different sides.
True. Yeah. Yeah, that's
so
good.
I feel like that might be a bonus for the Japanese player.
It's kind of hard to do when you're off the stone, though, and all of his stones are forward. And it was the same thing with the golds and the stones for Yodit. And Imperial Age will be in 20 seconds, or not really 20 seconds, but 40. Katyan, you need to take a fight. He has Elite Skirm and he has Crossbow. This is the time.
I love the outposts on both sides from Yodit.
Yeah.
It's crazy line of sight for him right
Those
now.
outposts make me think Doubt. Like, I've seen enough Doubt games where he's just outpost, 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 outpost.
At the same time, though, Max does that all the time.
And
Velez
Velez.
does that quite often.
I have it narrowed down to 4 people it can be. I know that whoever Yodit is, like, if it's a secret member, that Joan, the maid, is the other secret member. I know if it's a Finnish guy, then Joan the maid is the other Finnish guy. I just don't know who. But if that's the case, man, this is a really even matchup, right? With the names we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Yodit was going forward to TC that gold. He's going to have to move back. Good awareness from him, seeing that army coming in.
Yeah.
And now the Cav Archers are coming in behind, but there's Skirms there.
The Skirms have
doesn't
armor.
He doesn't have Parthian tactics yet.
Is this Doubt Micro? Did it look like Doubt Micro there? Fire!
Oh my god, yeah.
Fire! Fire!
Oh no!
Okay, he's just passing. He's not gonna get trapped, right?
No, he can get out the other side.
Okay, he needs to get... I assume he doesn't have Thumb Ring because the Cav Archer firing rate looked really bad there. Alright, big boom. That's how Doubt wins games. Don't fight this, though. Not against Skirms with armor. Unless, maybe... You think you can fight it on the hill, Dave?
If you have Parthian tactics, you can.
He does now. Look at the monk even being microed there by Katyan. Listen, I think as Yodit is getting heavy Cav Archer, he knows it, that he just needs to send a big wave of military back to the right side. He even has stables on the right side. So he's doing just what he did earlier, except he has a more mobile composition, keeping Khan at home. Khan will be an imp soon, though.
I love the stables from Yodit.
Oh, market walls. We saw this in round of 16.
Oh,
Yodit, just fight. Just take the fight.
take it. You're not getting out of here. Just get rid of... Oh, now with heavy Cav Archer, he could actually potentially win this fight now.
Looks like it. Yeah. If he can just remain a threat here when he has Cav Archers also on the right side and probably a Hussar switch incoming, that would be huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got stables on the right-hand side, up on the hill near Kachin Khan's base.
Yeah.
It's going to start flooding in Hussar. He's getting the final armor upgrade for those Cav Archers. The key with the Cav Archers is you got to preserve your numbers.
Yeah.
And then you have the Hussar and any trash units you make in front of them.
And keep them moving, too. Keep them moving. We're seeing some instances where he gets trapped, but I think here, with the numbers, he can
Plus
take
6
that fight
armor
versus
on them.
skirms, yeah.
Like, the skirms aren't doing too much damage.
Look at the amount of red on this map for Yoda.
Yep, it's crazy.
Unreal.
Crazy, dude. And he's got enough for a castle, too, and
GG.
Yeah, Blue just has had enough.
We're going to another Game 5 in the round of 16. It is obvious to me that Yodit thinks more about strategy, has more prepared, but Katyan Khan is a beast of a player. We will move on now, guys, to game number 5, well, in just a second, which will be on the home map for Katyan, which I'm sure he's prepared something for, Ravines. Before we do that, wait, no, this is not the round of 16. I'm sorry. This is Procaster. We have the Procaster emote. This is the round of 8. Yeah, quarterfinals. Sorry. Check this out. Look at the boom difference, guys. KD, that's cool, but wow. More food, wood, stone, and gold collected. How many times have we seen that? Economy wins games. Dave, let's talk civs here for a second. Again, I'm on edge because I know these are two very good players. The level of play in the quarterfinals in Hidden Cup 3 is higher than you see in most tournaments, and it's the round of 8. So, no Khmer for Katyan. He went Vikings, which he can't use. He went Indians, he can't use. Japanese, he can't use. So
Mayans are still available, right?
And Persians, dude, right?
Mayans, Persians, Mongols,
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, Huns. I still felt like Huns was underused on this, but considering no one has used Huns recently, and
in a best of 5, I don't think we'll see
Huns. A bit
Huns.
Risky, right?
Yeah.
Rip Huns.
Best of 7, maybe, when you want to vary up your civs, but best of 5, I don't think so.
I feel like, I don't know. We've narrowed it down a little bit, but it's time. Game number 5, winner moves on to the semifinals tomorrow. Who will do it? You have the strategist, Princess Yodit, in the red, playing as the Persians. When have we seen this before, Dave?
I felt like we saw this earlier today. I could be wrong. I don't know. And
then we have Katyan Khan in the west of the map, the micro nerd, going for Mayans. This is the exact same Ravine Civ matchup that we saw in the other set, which is hilarious to me because I think that Yodit and Joan the Maid are teammates. And if this is Hera and King Sancho was Leary, it's possible that Katyan Khan and King Sancho were teammates.
It is entirely possible.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit different from the last map generation we had because the players are pretty close to each other.
True.
For Ravines.
Yeah.
Like not much distance at all. Like in the last one we saw they were in the top and bottom corner, right?
Yep.
And these two, it's going to be hard to get the walls up, especially if someone has early pressure out.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking the good thing for us is this is the second or third time we could compare a Civ matchup on a map and the strategies. And I think if you boom to your ideal composition as Persians, it's better than Mayans, and we saw that because we had Eldorado Eagles and Halberdiers for King Sancho. So maybe the Mayan player needs to expand more, do a bit more damage with plumes, if it is plumes, and get the extra golds, which did happen, but just wasn't enough in the end for King Sancho.
Yeah, I don't think this is a map where the Persian player can just full wall. Well, maybe, but
well,
I don't think so.
I think
you
have
could be
to,
punished pretty good.
Yeah, you could be punished, but I think you almost have to because if you, as you see the first house go up in the choke point, if you try and go feudal age pressure, I just don't love how the game plays out for you. So I'm thinking we see Yodit do exactly the same thing, despite this being a lot more open. There's more risk.
Because you got a wall. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8. There's like 8 different choke points.
Yep.
You got a wall.
Yep. He's sending 2 Vils in Dark Age, and he's already walling. What about blue? You do have Loom as Mayans, right? So you don't have to worry about losing a Vil. You know the other thing, it's risky to wall early on most maps, but here, because players have to push the deer, or the Ibex, or the Ibex.
No wolves, too.
Yeah, there's no wolves, and also the fact that the scouts are always going to be at home for the enemy. Well, I'm going to take a moment and just say hello to some people. Hello, Strek293. Thank you for being here. He has some theories. Hey, man, what's up? We have Vicious Mom Lover in the chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What about Viscous Marauder? Do we have that one too?
Dave's username is Vicious Marauder, and someone created the username Vicious Mom Lover because Dave always asks the moms to show up for the final day.
I did that. That was one time I made that joke,
Yeah.
and it's just expanded like crazy.
Yeah. I had someone really upset at me because they're
I
like...
saw it.
Yeah.
I crafted a response
and then deleted
on Twitter, and then deleted the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just not worth
I just want to be clear here. Moms, dads, everyone, second cousins, bring them out to the final day, okay? It doesn't matter. We're trying. The goal, I'll be honest, at this point, since we came very close earlier, would be to hit 50,000 viewers for the semifinals and the finals tomorrow, but already super pleased. I know because of the followers that there's people who came in from YouTube today and stepped out of their comfort zone. No longer am I on 2x speed. Sorry about that. This game is kind of on half speed right now because they're walling heavily. But
this
it's
is playing out so much like the one earlier.
Yep.
You can see like the mine player is just walling close to the TC, and the Persian player is going all the way out there.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like we're seeing the exact same thing. And they also, what's funny here is, it's not like Katyan Khan didn't have Persians. He chose Mayans. So he thinks Mayans can be really good.
I'm wondering if we'll see Eagles versus hand cannons again.
Well, that's a good
interesting.
Point. Yeah, I mean, I imagine Yodit's going to go for a 3-town center boom into Imperial Age and Knights, and then eventually hand cannons. I think maybe if the Mayan player goes Elite Plume and Help, it's a bit better, but yeah, honestly, I feel like that would be a bit better than what we saw in the other game. Man, what a long day so far. This has been awesome. Thank you, Skadar. Thank you, JC Troller. Thank you, Guavin, for the new Twitch Primes. Monsieur Chat, thank you. Matt already knows this, but I have no words for his contribution today and yesterday. He even co-casted. The guy gifted hundreds of subs and co-casted, and I don't know, Dave. When we do the who is the best co-caster vote at the end, he might beat you.
I still feel like Emil's gonna win, even though he didn't.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. MBL didn't cast the main event.
Yeah, I'm old news by this. I'm washed, man.
Lies.
I'm completely washed.
Get out of here.
So they already know me. No one's gonna vote for me.
It's true. It's no longer new. That's a real concern, man. Like, oh, T90 leg slam. I heard that 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've been washed for like 3 years. So.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks, man. Yeah, maybe I changed my opinion. Maybe you are washed co-caster.
Ask you for advice, I guess.
This is interesting, but it's also very similar. But I believe the uptimes will tell the tale, and then what they do from there. I don't know if Princess Yodit is going to have the food to go to the next stage. There's actually one more deer he could have pushed, and
he's getting awfully close to that TC.
Yeah. But that was also some idle time for Katya.
That's a lot of idle time, dude.
Maybe that was the logic. But no food now underneath the town center for Yodit. And, ooh, okay, so here's a stat about Bact. Bact chose Hideout frequently for his home maps in the qualifier. Well, he did it once, so that's as frequent as it gets.
Dude, he's going to have to finagle the market to get up.
Yeah. His berries. Well, take a look at this. Bact, which is interesting, he always sends a scout forward. He fought the initial scout war frequently. Almost as, I don't know who 23.4% is, but more frequent than most. He has a very high effective APM. I wonder who's down here. Has a lot of villager idle time, and then he also is number 1 in boar stolen, number 2 in sheep stolen. Oh my god. Backed, man. And also, he's 16th in horse color being researched in the Imperial Age, but I guess that's a good thing, right? Does that mean he always researches horse color, or does that mean...
I don't know what it's measuring against.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like, it says 9.3% of the time. I don't know if that's good or bad.
He's number 16, so probably like the worst.
Yeah, I assume that's so funny. He gets all the early food and then late game garbage because of no horse color. Yeah, so all right. Well, Castle Age is on the way, Dave, for Princess. Princess figured it out. Let's see if it's as clean a boom, and now the villagers are on stone. It's 6 villagers on stone for Katyan, which I recall was the exact amount that we had for King Sancho in game, I don't know, 3 or something in the previous best of 5. Are all the sets today going to go to 5 games?
Oh God, we're not even done the second one yet. What time is it? It's already 3:30.
Yeah, just don't look.
No,
don't look at the clock. I mean, this is so competitive. But
I already ate my bowl of rice. I don't have any left.
Yeah, I have some things planned if I get super hungry.
I remembered last night.
Yeah.
Or I guess this morning at around like 1 in the morning. I was like, oh, I don't have any food for Hidden Cup tomorrow. So it was like me cooking. I set off the fire alarm twice.
What? Dude, what are you doing? What are you cooking?
My neighbors hate me. Now I'm screaming at the computer.
Yeah.
All day. So my neighbors probably just, I'm not the fave.
If you want
right
for
now.
tomorrow, you can just order a pizza or whatever, and I can cast alone for a couple minutes. It's fine. MBL already did it during the qualifier, so people are used to it.
Oh, castle forward. Okay.
I like how Katyan is playing this. The castle's a lot more forward than you saw King Sancho do. And I feel like there was no reason for King Sancho not to build his castle forward in that other game. So this secures the map, and I imagine we're going to see a second town center right next to this. Actually, he's just added it at home, so eventually, maybe. It's also more forward if Yodit ever builds a castle on one's trebs in the Imperial Age, so that's something
I want to see double walls going up right now from Yo. Okay, he's doing it on that side.
Ooh, okay, see this? Katyan picked off the scout. That hurts for Yodit.
Is there potential here for you build up a few plumes and then you make a petard?
What?
Wouldn't that be cool?
See, I think it's high risk, high reward, and in a game 5, Katyan's probably sweating a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it would look really bad if it doesn't
if it didn't
work.
work out.
Yeah, and there's also outposts, so they could maybe see it. I just want to say that Yodit's boom, like how quickly he got to multiple town centers and how many villagers he's creating, seems a bit worse than what Joe and the Maid did in that other game. Just now getting the 3rd town center and struggling a bit with the villager production.
Yeah, and I think it all stemmed from Feudal Age, where he had no food under the TC, and he had like 8 villagers that he had to relocate, and he had to buy. He bought food to go up to Castle Age, which is never something you want to do. That means your build is a bit sloppy.
Dave, how many relics did King Sancho get in the Mayans, Persians, War on the Ravines?
He got
3?
3 relics, I think.
Okay.
Maybe 4, because he was out early with the monks.
Okay. Just thinking about it, because remember we said it might be Leary, and Leary is frustratingly slow with getting relics sometimes, whereas Katyan right now is... I'm actually surprised he's not going for relics that are on the open areas of the map, but he already added that monastery.
I feel like you've said Leary is slow with relics about 1,000 times, and it's probably triggered Leary into collecting the relics in this competition.
Good. Maybe I'll trigger MBL into building houses.
No, that's impossible, man.
I'm sorry, MBL.
Yeah.
I can only say that because MBL's like a brother to me, so... And in all fairness, you know, we meme about it, but he's not near as bad in tournaments, so... But we don't know, like, I thought Bad Neighbor might have been MBL, and he's getting housed a lot.
Like, the Vil count is not a lot for someone
50
who
to
went...
47, yep.
The Vil difference, for someone who went Castle, unique unit, versus a Persian player who just went straight boom.
I agree.
It should be way higher than this.
Oh, look at this stat. Relics collected average per match. Leary is last place of all the players in this event. 0.48 relics per match. And you have Max at number 1 with 1.29 relics per match. So keep in mind, some matches go very quickly. Average between all players is 0.93. So interesting stats. Thank you for that.
I want to see where Viper falls in.
With that,
because I feel like Viper is always on the lookout for relics.
The problem is tournament. play is very different.
Oh
from,
yeah, true. If it's taken by rated play,
so
yeah,
a lot of
rated
these
play
are
is
on
way
rated
different.
games. So, it's like before Khmer were buffed, Viper probably played Khmer more than any player because he would troll with them. So, it
Here
depends.
comes. He got the relic near red space, so he's heading back with it now.
Oh,
And he's
Viper.
going out to the other side for that other relic too.
Viper's 5th, by the way. Average of 1 relic per match.
Nice.
Oh, nice Mangonel shot there from Yodit, but those units can be healed up. I like the position from Kachan. I really do. I'm still waiting for the Persian economy to impress me. It is better. And there's the barracks. We've seen this all before. Probably a few stables. Question is, will Yodit make a lot of knights and try and get map control, or will he just go to the Imperial Age?
Kachan made that siege workshop, but he hasn't made anything out of it.
Yeah.
And
Just not getting Bosal.
that's something that King Sancho didn't do.
You know what?
Did not make a siege workshop.
Take a look at the eco upgrades. Bosaw just came in for Kachan. He does not have the second farm upgrade, and Princess had Bosaw for a long time, and Princess Yodit also had the second farm upgrade, so they're just going to have a lot of food coming in. Mayan resources last longer, keep that in mind, everyone, and still looking at the relics. Okay, so actually it was the decision, and the correct decision for Khan, to leave that relic in the back of his base because that's a freebie. And he's getting the one in the north now. That'll be 2.
The only one I think he's not going to get is the one in the right corner.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure if Yodit's going to get that because... oh no, he sees it with the outpost, right?
Yeah, but he might think that's walled in. There is a little gap there, I think.
Yep.
Let's talk about gold positions. You have the gold to the south of the TC for Yodit. You have the gold to the right of the TC. You have gold by the northern TC, and then you have a 3-tile gold he's also on. So yeah, no shortage of gold for him, and I think he'll imp faster too. Does know about the castle position. He didn't see the castle up, but he knows that the castle's there. So maybe a 5 or 6 knights, a forward castle, and then immediate trebs if he's an imp faster. It's hard to say how this will be played, but guys, whoever loses this is out of Hidden Cup.
And both of these players, it looks like they deserve to go on to the next round because they've been insane.
Yeah.
Still nothing out of that siege workshop.
Yeah, it's kind of
Maybe
a
he
waste.
built it like to let Yodit know that he
Yeah.
had a siege workshop, or to make him think that it was coming. I don't know.
Well, funny enough, having that there is perfect because that is probably where Yodit would build his castle. Right there is where the castle would go up if you were to build one. So I think the logic probably he probably noticed that he needed more farms to have a good imp time, and just didn't create any Mangonels for a little while. Maybe he'll make one now. But 4 relics, yeah, will be 4 relics confirmed.
Red got the other
For
one.
Kachan. But dude, the monastery's not in the back of his base. So I think if he loses this hill, Kachan loses anyway. But still, losing the relics there and the gold would really hurt.
It's a little bit early to be talking about where the relics are in the monastery.
So what are we going to see? It's obviously going to be Cav for Yodit. Is it going to be Pikes and Eagles? Or is it going to be Plumes? It's the same thing as before. The Plumes don't have any upgrades, and boom! Goodbye. I think it's going to be Halb Eagle for Kachan. He's not making any more Plumes. This is the exact same situation as the other game. It's amazing.
Man, that was a shot.
I wonder... It's got to be so tempting for Yodit to build a castle and go into Trebs. But will he do it? He's coming. He's sending the Vills.
There's the castle.
See, I think the houses were kind of blocking the spot. And oh, nice conversion there from Kachan. Might take care of a Mangonel, but what is his army? What is he gonna make?
He's making another castle forward.
Okay.
But I don't... You can't go Plumes against this. You gotta go Halb.
Yeah, he's making the
against
barracks
this.
behind. So it's actually quite good because he could go double Trebs, like we saw in previous games. I would actually, if I'm Yodit, once this castle's up, I would break through palisade walls and start to raid. Raid that eco. There's no stone walls. It's such an easy breakthrough. It's such an easy breakthrough, Dave. Stone walls need to come up. House walls need to come up. There's elevation here. This is so awkward. Oh, man. And the Knights have enough upgrades. They can fight the Pikes, too.
Cavaliers coming in. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm really worried for Kachan. Really worried for Kachan.
Well, Halberdier's coming in too, so...
That's true. Yeah, now
if
maybe
he
he backs
stabilizes
away.
here, then all of a sudden if Yoda keeps pushing in too aggressively, he loses his entire army for free.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and there's, like, the double castle position from Kachan means he can get Trebs out faster, and once he pushes back that castle position from Yoda...
Wow, what a
all of a
hold,
sudden,
man.
Yeah, Yoda has to retreat way back into his base.
What
and
a
find
hold.
another area to push out
That
through.
was so sick how he was able to keep those houses up. That could have been the game-ending move if Cavalier started running around back there. This is what I mentioned about that castle, but we do have Commanderon on the way. It's not showing up on our overlay. Oh, there it is. I still think Yoda needs to continue to run around. Run around, and use mobility somehow. So crossbows and Cavalier. No Paladin yet on the way. Again, Princess Yoda did not boom that much better than Kachan. Kachan has 4 relics to 1.
This position is so important for
Yeah.
Yoda.
This is why I felt like
so important. And now he can't go in anywhere.
Yeah.
The Halbs, like, Katian can allocate that amount of Halbs to chase this pack of Cavalier all day, because he'll just produce more.
Yeah.
And once that castle goes down, he can try and focus on the left side. He can push in through the middle. Like, he has so many options.
Yeah, Kachan's looking to be in a really good position. He gets a Cav conversion, loses the Monk. Not a huge
And now
deal.
the Cavalier are going to engage against the Halberdier, maybe? Oh, Halbs are
It's possible.
too slow.
I don't know if Yoda will run. Yeah, Yoda will run. Making crossbows, it's really concerning for Yoda as well that the archer ranges are a bit forward. But then again, it's not Halb Eagle, is it? I remember it was Halb Eagle when we saw this before. So if it's just Halberdier, maybe the crossbows with the Cavalier could still hold this for Yoda.
Well, the question is, does he mix in Eagle when he sees the crossbows, or does he mix in plumed archers? Because he's got 2 castles here.
Yeah.
And I think plumed archers in this situation might be the better bet.
Oh man, the Halberdier's Dave. The Halberdier's big engagement.
Yep.
Yoda just can't find areas to go to. Why are you running that way? Run back this way to your ranges. All right, he's gonna get out of there, but the Halberdiers, the pointy boys, looking very strong at the moment.
He's looking for holes with these Cavalier, but there's none.
Yeah.
Like another great castle from Kachin on the left-hand side, just secure that area of the map.
That's a Viper or Hera castle there.
It's super heads up. And he sees the crossbows now.
That's true. There's a Mango.
He's teching into Eagle.
Yeah.
We've seen this before.
There you go. Now, the Eagle switch was a little bit late, but the Cavalier just aren't where they need to be right now. TCs could be denied. Oh, quick walls, what the hell is this? It's a trap!
He got him!
Unbelievable play from Kachan Khan. We don't know who this is, but we know that Kachan Khan has a big lead right now. 170 population for both. That's disgusting. 170 population for both.
Quick enough though.
Quick.
Faster!
Get
Do it faster! No! 1 minute, trap him again!
Oh no!
Trap him again!
Oh no, yeah, I mean, Yoda might think they're dead. Yeah. Oh man, the funny thing is he needs another market back here. Let's go.
You can be spending your time so much better. And now that hand cannons are getting mixed in, I feel like this is deja vu right now.
Yeah, because
but
now...
Yoda...
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yoda is not in as good of a position as Joan was in when he made this tech switch.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have Paladin either, which was a big part
Yep.
of Joan's army earlier today.
Yeah, it looks like Yoda... I think for Yoda, he needs to expand to the north. You see the scouting from Kachan? He's patrolling the Halbs there, too. So, normally, like last year, I would have said this late game prowess is Viper. But this year, with Hera in the mix, I just don't know. Because that was the one weakness that Hera... Well, he had a lot of weaknesses to brush up on in a year. And he did, dude. Like, his late game, he's building safe castles instead of forward castles. He's not over-microing. It's one of the two, I believe.
Cut off the reinforcements of the hand cannons. This is where Eagles can actually engage them in low numbers.
Yeah.
He doesn't have... Oh, he does have Eldorado. Okay.
Yeah, Eldorado Eagles just came in. Oh, man. All right.
I'd also start, if I were Kachan, I'd start
Trebs, hello?
pressuring
Trebuchets!
Oh my God, not the Trebs!
Trebuchets!
Not the Trebs!
Trebuchets!
That's 3!
It's expensive. very expensive. And also the Eagles, but Dave, what is happening? Elite Plume. Ah, I wondered if we would see Plumes.
Elite Plumed Archer. So he is making the switch that King Sancho never did. And he's going into Plume, but that's probably because Sancho saw Paladin from Joan.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't do it, right?
Yeah, makes sense. Paladin could still be in the near future for Yoda. Again, Yoda...
Eagles hitting on the left side. Yoda's trying to go out with stables.
Nice, that's huge. Yeah, see, Yoda's struggling to expand. Kachan needs to stop that from happening, but we saw it before where you have a certain death ball from Persians, and it's almost impossible to fight if you're Mayans. The Cavalier can run through and start raiding back here. This is what Princess Yoda wanted a moment ago. Is he just going to send it all in?
So many vills. Oh, this is so risky for him, though. This is so risky. What happens if there's a force from behind?
There's 30 hand cannons. There's 20 crossbows. There's Cavalier. Can it be killed?
You got to be careful, though, with the plumed archers now on the field.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
Like you send your army in here, and this is your death ball.
Yeah.
You're in big trouble if this all dies.
Yeah.
And now you've sent it right into the lion's den here.
Yeah. I think the idle time is worth it. He needs to at least get the hill, right? But Dave, if he has an elephant!
Elephant! I saw it at exactly the same time.
Who is this person making elephants, man? Was that intentional? Is he raiding the gold with an elephant? Is he going for the treb? What on earth?
I think he's got enough plumes now. I think this death ball is gonna. The hand cannons are gonna die.
See, it's a lot of plumes. They're elite. There's still upgrades missing. I would just use the Eagles as a distraction, I guess, if you're in Kachan's position. And a castle on the left for Yoda. The worrying sign for Yoda is he's allowed Kachan to take so many of these golds.
Yeah, what is that castle? Far left, what is that?
And does he not see, he does see the castle here from Kachan. Back to the fight, Dave.
Take care of it.
The hand cannons and crossbows have done an amazing job, but plumes are so much cheaper than hand cannons. You lose this many hand cannons, plumes and eagles can shred you because you need that gunpowder.
Oh, the castle's getting denied, but maybe the other castle gets denied at the same time. The elephant's pretty tanky.
Elephants, and now Paladin's coming in.
2 doubt castles. 2 of them.
Double doubt confirmed. Speaking of castles, Dave, look what Yoda has.
Going down.
He has more hand cannons.
Yep.
What is happening here? Those hand cannons and crossbows bought a lot of time for Princess Yoda, and slowly he's getting more map control, and that monastery's right there too.
Paladin upgrade coming in.
Yeah. Does he have the number of hand cannons though? And does hand cannon Paladin work now that it's Plume and Eagle?
This is so stressful. This is a game 5.
I know. Yeah.
I'm getting secondhand stress.
Yeah.
From this.
Welcome to competitive Age of Empires 2, guys. It's really this close. A castle in the north for Yoda will secure that gold. Unbelievable. He needs more cav here, though, Dave.
Oh, the hand cannons are being thrown away.
He needs more cav. What is he doing? What is he doing?
They're being tossed away.
Oh, that hurts so much.
He's trying to kill the trap, but there's so many villagers repairing it. Yeah. He's not even going to do that. And now the Eagles are in. Eagles, plumed archer. This is a huge
over
swing.
60
this is a really
military
huge swing.
On this
and
part
the
of the
Paladin
screen.
Numbers just aren't there.
No, they're not. He has the tech, but he's 20 population behind. And I think now that the hand cannons aren't there, it's going to be Plume and Eagle all day. This could be the game-winning swing right here.
This is it right here. If he gets in with the Eagles, too, into the eco.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now, there are some gold positions for Yoda, but there's not many, and he just lost that gold there. Still 4 relics for Kachan. Yoda's finding some gold in the north.
He's gonna give it a go.
Yeah, dude, it's 78
if he builds
military
up enough
versus
paladins,
20.
Maybe, like, he just needs the paladin and hand cannon numbers.
But this time,
unfortunately for him,
hand cannons are much weaker now that plumes are out. I think Plume Eagle makes a lot more sense than the Halb Eagle we saw from King Sancho. Sick hold from Kachan Khan. Do you know what's funny? Winner of this faces Joe in the Maid. Kachan Khan might face the exact same strategies.
He'll have practice, man.
He'll have the quarterfinalists will have given him practice for the semifinals.
Yep.
Oh man. Wow, I am so impressed. Do you think it's possible now, Dave? 20 on gold for Yodit. I'm just seeing a lot of buildings going down.
He has the expansion, and he has tons of castles around.
Yeah.
Like, all around the map.
Trying his best.
It's just whether he can get those numbers out, right?
Oh, check this out. He's going to keep his castle up more towards the south.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to kill the castle, probably from blue.
Yeah, no murder holes for blue. That's funny. But red is also... there's so many castles that are being trebbed at the moment. The castle's holding map control. Maybe red raids a bit. Send some light cav into the economy, and then blue, since he needs all of his plumes in one spot, will be running all over. But Kachan, I think the best way to defend from that is how he's doing it, building castles all over his base.
Yep. And, you know, the biggest problem for Yodit right now is just he doesn't have enough pop to create the paladins. Okay, now he's lost a bit, and he's got a big group of paladins.
Yeah, wait a second. He will lose the castle. It's a lot of paladins. Paladins have extra attack versus archers. I don't know if he has enough behind it, though, Dave. Then the micro and the unit control has been amazing from Kachan. Now, is this a double doubt castle? It's the same castle. I think that castle will be denied again. Still not going up. It's fight or die now.
They killed the castle from blue, though.
Yeah, but it's fight or die now.
They killed that castle. It is. Yeah, I think you can fight this. The eagles are gone. Oh, the halberdiers are behind, though.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Kachan immediately reacts. He backs up, and now, yeah, it's just... It's amazing. Where's the elephant at, by the way? There's apparently another one.
There's another one? Because the first one died.
It says there's one. I don't know. There's more important things to focus on right now. Oh, man. Halbs, eagles, and plumes. The paladins are so expensive. But that's all you have, Yodit. You don't have the range and melee combined. This hurts. This hurts big time.
Update on the elephant.
Oh, I just saw him die.
It died.
Oh, F's in the chat to pay respects. It's so funny how there's now 40 paladins for Yodit, and he still has a lot on gold. And now the plumes aren't here. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but you almost feel like the crossbow should be fighting the helms, and the paladin should be fighting the plumes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still going to win the fight.
Where's this production coming from?
And he's going to lose the trebs.
Blue will lose the trebs, indeed. He didn't have ballistics! He didn't have ballistics! Are you kidding me? Kachan Khan didn't have ballistics!
Oh my god, the paladins are just going to Shrek these plumes!
Is this gonna... Oh my god! This can't be happening. I thought the game was over. Well, more crossbows will need to be here for the Halbs, of course, and there's still a lot of battles that Yodit needs to take. There's trebs now for Kachan in the north. Still fighting for positions with castles, both of these players.
How did he get back into this game?
Well, Kachan did him a favor. No ballistics. It didn't have halbs there.
And now he's got crossbows
to
take care of the halbs?
And... what on earth are we seeing? Dave, red has more pop. He's taking a good engagement with the paladin and crossbows here. A really good engagement with the paladins and crossbows. Yeah. He has 25 on gold still. This can't be happening. Kachan, you've got to close this out, man. You have 4 relics. You had so much of the map. Now he's losing another treb as he panic walls the side of his base. His plume numbers are really low. Wow. I think Siege Ram would be a great addition.
Now that red has access to gold, now that he can continue making the paladins, it's going to be so rough for the Mayans player.
Wow. All right. Well,
does blue have any access to gold? He's got some in the north.
He's trying to chop to
the left.
He's trying to chop in the south to that gold there. Yeah, I'm looking around. There's a lot of gold piles secured by red. It's pretty wild, man. I think. What are you thinking about Siege Ram edition here? Or maybe. Can you mix in Hussar if you're in red's position? 150 villagers. That's a lot of eco. I see another castle from Khan. This has not been an easy series for either player. Back and forth. Almost each and every game, really. Okay, now he has halbs, Dave. I'd like to see like 20 barracks in the middle. Get more barracks. Produce more.
I'm even thinking like scorpions would be a play.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, didn't you?
I mentioned that last game,
Yeah.
and we never saw them. I just feel like against everything that the Mayans can make in these little choke points here, especially if you're pushing with a death ball anyway, scorpions might just be the play.
I wonder what's better, 100 Mayan military or 50 Persian military, because that's what we're comparing right now. Because Katian, the fight wasn't the best there, and it can be awkward. It's just that he can field so much because of how cheap his composition is. He also has the choke.
He's making capped ram, okay.
Siege ram, yeah. Siege ram now on the way for Yodit. I think having some rams in there can be helpful, but it also is not so good for Princess that he's losing his ranges. Because without the ranges, he won't have the halbs. He has tons of... Or, sorry, without the ranges, he won't have the crossbows. And then he has no answer.
Oh my god,
to the halbs.
Yodit found that gold in the south, and he sent light cap.
Oh, this fight.
Oh, the quick wells!
Dave, I'm looking at the fight right now.
Okay.
And the plumes are wrecking. Plumed archers and halberdiers so much cheaper. Where's the quick walls? Down here? Yeah. I see that. But I guess while Princess Yodit was focusing on that... Wait, is that fight good or bad?
Well, if he has paladin reinforcements, it's actually decent, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have paladin reinforcements. The ram
Just light cap.
is going to go down, and the crossbows aren't doing much damage at all to the plumes.
Wow, so how many castles is it now? 8 castles for Kachan and about to be 9. Look at the bottom left. You can see the killed value. You can see the relic golds. That's crazy. The siege rams will help. 5 on golds for Princess Yodit. That is the same as Kachan Khan, and you have to remember, Kachan Khan has the relics and the cheaper army compositions. Block printing now. He wants to convert what he can with the few monks he has, healing his army. Wow, Dave. It just seems like Yodit can't break this hold. The crossbows are they cost wood and all, and there's a lot of wood for Princess.
They're not. Look at the plume
They
HP.
do no damage.
They're doing like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And now Hussar's on the way, and this is just a sign that Kachan Khan will say, well, this is great. The guy doesn't have gold. His trash options can't kill my trash options. Wow.
Both players just constantly sending villagers to random corners of the map
To look for
try
gold.
and like establish a new base
Yeah.
or look for gold
Yep.
or start a new push. Like you can see Yodit has built more production buildings on the left side. He's gonna maybe start a new push there. He's gonna build a castle there.
I would like to see some rams from Kachan now. If he takes out the ranges and stables, this game's over. It feels over already. You can't kill this many plumed archers if you're Persians and you don't have paladin. The KD is going to just grow and grow and grow and grow in Katyan's favor. The only thing you could do if you're Persians is raid. But Kachan, another castle in his base, man. It's like playing Fat Slob style, full stone walls, full castle defense, so he can focus on the push in the middle. Yeah, it's... Oh, the swings. Wait, he has a petard, apparently. What is up with the Mayan players making petards? There's a petard now for Kachan. The players have the same misclicks now. I think Yodit's dead, Dave. Feels like it. Now you have Eagles raiding the golds here in the south. Kachan adding the perfect number of units to that area. Nothing crazy.
Yodit just using the last of his gold to make paladins.
Yep.
And it's not enough paladins.
No. And the buildings are slowly going down, right? And he's going to have less production of the units that are already not working. What a game. What a series. I do notice that Red has outposts in the north. He's looking all around. In fact, look at the scouting for a moment. Look at what Kachan can see. He can see everything except the back of Yodit's base. And it's the same for Yodit. Look at that, guys. He can see more, of course, because he was back there for a little while. Ah, that's just incredible. And the GG's called, well, not really, I assume it was, we couldn't see it. Kachan Khan is moving on to the semifinal to probably face Princess Yodit's teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And you could also say that Joan the Max boomed better in the Persian Mayans war, didn't he?
Yep. And I love that we got to see the Civ matchup twice with the same map, with the same, like, almost the same strategies.
Yeah.
And we saw how it played out differently when the Mine player went into plumes instead of eagles. But to be fair, like you said, the boom for the Persian player in the first one was better.
I think so. Yeah, just minor differences. I also think that Katyan Khan played this better than King Sancho. He got more relics, and the key for me was how many times he kind of stuffed the attack from Yodit and played defensive, and the obvious switch to the plumes too. Wow! More food, wood, stone, and gold collected for Princess Yodit. Now, it was very small differences when it comes to the stone and gold, but it just goes to show you, wow, look at the value. Wait, hold on. Look at the value here, guys. Nice. 6960 value for Katyan's army. It's just so much cheaper to field a Mayan military. What a series. Wow. Guys, that is the second quarterfinal. We are
halfway through. We've been here for 6 hours.
We've been here for 6 hours because the best of fives have been so good. I can't say much more than that. Now, thank you, Greg Boss. It's just Twitch Prime on my other screen here. Thank you, guys. The prize pool is probably going to cross 55,000 total. $1 for each subscription goes into the final prize pool for Hidden Cup 3. And you can see the full split there, too. So it's not too bad. The second place player, whoever Princess Yodit was, will receive $2,177. It's not bad. But anyways, we need a quick break. But, oh, wait, no, we don't do a quick break. We do a poll first. Oh, yeah. I forgot. People get to vote. Let's vote on Princess Yodit. I'm telling you, it's either Doubter Tato or Max or Velez, and I think it's Velez. Go ahead and type a number in the chat, everyone. Thank you, YHC. Thank you, 1L Consti, Smith, Linty, Waroots, Benordro, McMuffin, Hadouken. Seems a lot of people know you can subscribe for free with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Just once, I have to do the, guys, did you know you can subscribe for free with Twitch Prime? Just to see what happens, because we never have this many viewers. I'll save that for later. Chat agrees with us, Dave. This is rare. 16.
Well, I mean, we've only been saying it the entire set,
yeah.
So.
It's true.
I just I imagine all the people that haven't followed the scene, and they're just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
16 seems like a good number.
Yeah, let's vote for Viper. Let's vote for Viper for Princess Yodit. He looks like a silver boy, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Velez number 1, Doubt number 2, and then Tato number 3. All 3 of which are players in the 4 we thought they might be. It's a heartbreaker to prepare like that and still lose in game 5, though. Wow. All right, and now we are going to vote on the winner, who will be moving on to the best of 7 semifinal tomorrow to face Joan the Maid. Stop typing, guys, because you're going to vote. All right, whatever. Well, you're now voting for Katyan Khan. Now, it's always been a question of, is it Hera or is it Viper for me? And I'm torn. I'm still going with Hera, Dave.
I'm going to go with Hera as well. I don't even know
if King Sancho is Viper, though. That's the thing. Viper's been so hard to spot. I don't think
Viper would have... Yeah, the Civ picks and the map drafts, the map drafts and the Civ picks, I don't think Viper would have been, out-drafted like that, where he didn't get Indians on...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hera definitely went for the more standard picks, and Hera wins with standard picks. He's a beast, so 61%. That's a large percentage of people that agree. And Viper's second place then? Yeah, Viper's second place with 15% of votes. And then Doubt. Doubt's there as well. You just gotta believe, you know? Just gotta believe that Doubt can make it to the semi and then maybe the final.
Quick walls?
I'm sorry. There is no world in which that was Doubt there with those quick walls. There's no way.
If Doubt ever quick walled that fast, he would never be able to keep it a secret.
Welcome
Not for this long.
Whoops.
He'd be telling everyone about those quick walls.
That's true. You're so right. You'd be like, oh, did you see my quick walls in game 5?